Runaway robot. Welcome, everyone, to DieFall Cypress! Woo! Yeah! Episode 3! Woo! Episode 3, yeah. It's gonna be good. What is D&D new to the channel? You can leave, Bravo. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We're getting started a little bit early because everyone's here, and we're just sitting here bullshitting in chat. So, we thought we'd just do it on camera instead, because that seems way more fun. But in any case, I like to do this and go around and get everyone warmed up and say hello to everyone. Stella! Hi, how are you? How have you been? It's been a week.
Hi.
What have you been up to?
I've been playing Dungeons and Doggies.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. I read chat. Nick, it's your birthday?
It was earlier this week.
Yeah, but we didn't know that.
Oh,
we didn't
know this.
It was.
Are we gonna, as a cast, can we sing to you? Is that okay?
Yes.
I'm the DM. It's okay with me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Delay.
Happy birthday, dear Nick. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, the delay for this is excellent. It made everyone so. I love it. That's great. Oh, Starlight. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just heard we have a birthday boy, and you know you gotta like go do the thing. You know, give him the sombrero and whatever, and the shot of tequila because it's their birthday.
What?
So Nick, how old are you?
I am the ripe age of 22.
You're 22.
Little baby.
That's
awesome. Oh, he's so cute.
I remember when I was 22.
That's awesome, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You got any
Thanks.
Big birthday plans for the weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna work.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Best birthday adulthood, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
No trips to Chuck E. Cheese or anything anymore. Someone's got to pay the bills and no one else is doing it. So it's got to be you.
Woo.
Well, you know, I hope you get some time to sit down, relax, and do something you enjoy.
I will.
Well,
I will
guess.
get that chance. Yeah. And it will be glorious.
Be glorious.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Glad to hear it, and happy birthday, Stella. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Oh my God, no! Don't be.
We're bringing it back around. So what is Dungeons and what did you call it?
Take a wild guess.
I think it probably has to do with dogs. I don't know why, but I feel like it has something to do with fluffy animals.
Yes, we roleplayed as dogs that are adventurers but don't have thumbs. It was very fun.
But don't have. Wait. So how? Okay. So I've only been able to stop it occasionally because you guys play so late at night. Like, well, I don't know how you stay up in DM for that long, but yeah. How do they fight? They like don't have thumbs.
Magic.
Okay. Yeah.
Very
nice.
strong jaws.
Oh yeah, like. Wow.
Okay, so they're like Sith.
Literally.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Great. So
yeah,
that's perfect. So what's your currently your favorite thing about that game? You don't say the dogs. Not fair.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow, cop it out. All right, neat.
All right.
Hey, as long as it's fun, then it's good. I did see the in costume game. It was really funny.
Y'all had an
I
in costume
enjoyed
game?
that. They were dressed like dogs.
I
What?
totally
No shit.
forgot that I had
It was great.
makeup on, and I went up to my boyfriend to have a serious conversation with him. He just busted out laughing. That was great.
Oh man, great, great. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. The Lady May. For those of you guys that haven't seen, there's a brand new piece of artwork in the public discussion forum of our Discord, made by the lovely Lady May, and it's freaking adorable.
It's pretty sweet.
It's really cute. I love it, and thank you for making it. So on that note, hi, how are you? How have you been?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. How has your last week been? What have you been working on?
Unfortunately, a lot of headaches, so I haven't been as productive
Oh,
as
no.
I wanted to be. So I picked myself up by doing that little fan art of Rekko and Nyara on their romantic walk.
They're adorable, and it's totally believable. I mean, it's not cheeky and sarcastic at all. It's great. It's great. Good. Glad to have you here. Looking forward to some more. Bonus stage Rob, would you give us a nice didgeridoo?
I already did during the birthday. You missed it.
Oh, do it again. I missed it.
You want me to didgeridoo it again? All right.
Yes, please.
Oh boy.
Yes, please. Aye!
Ah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Worse at it.
Hey.
I don't understand.
I don't know. That sounded pretty good to me, man. It was better than last week.
Well, thanks, man.
There you go. Improvement.
Thank you.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Rob, what were you up to this week? What were you doing?
Well, you and I had a good weekend doing some E3
did.
stuff. That was a fun time.
We did. We were busy.
Yeah, we were.
It
I
was a lot.
went home from work about an hour and a half early today to like touch up some Cypress stuff right before show because I was like, I had no time.
Because I took all of his time to do
you took
E3
all my
coverage.
time,
I took
and
all
we
of
had
his
our
time.
monthly like work outing. It was a whole fucking thing. It was.
Yeah.
I've had a very busy week, but I am
Yeah.
stoked to be here nonetheless. I am always stoked to be here. But yeah, and I just stuff. Another week in paradise, you know.
Love it. If
Yeah.
you guys need some stellar E3 content, really great, check out the clips on the channel for that first. Rob and I celebrated a little bit of Pride Month.
Hell
and
yeah, we
created some
did.
great content for
Hell
you guys.
yeah, content, baby.
It was good. And all the full VODs are up on the YouTube channel and stuff like that. And that all being said, I have like one large announcement, if you guys don't already know. DieFall is now available in podcast form, which is awesome. We are available on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. So everyone that is currently in the chat, because I know you probably use iTunes or Spotify or something like that, you should go follow those things, subscribe to those things, and give us 5 stars on iTunes, because I know I did.
Heck yeah.
Selling
I
out to
listened
myself.
To last week's episode on Spotify today to refresh my memory.
And it's awesome. It actually sounds really
It
nice.
actually sounds really great, yeah.
Which is great, because I was nervous that it wouldn't translate very well. But it's awesome. It's awesome, because everyone on the cast has excellent voices, and I love it. So thank you guys for being fantastic.
yeah.
But yeah, so go click the iTunes button there in chat, give us 5 stars, and leave a nice little comment. Because if you don't do it, no one else will. And that's the T there. So that all being said, Rob, would you like to play some Dungeons and Dragons today?
I'd have to check my schedule, man. It's like I said,
know.
it's a pretty busy week.
Been really busy.
Yeah. Yeah. Just kidding, you beautiful people that live in my computer. Who's ready to play some motherfucking D&D?
Me. I'm gonna die.
I'm ready.
I'm so excited. Rekko's dead.
Oh,
No.
He's so dead.
gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Nothing bad is going to happen ever.
Nothing ever.
I would never consider it. Yes. Okay. So I am ready to start. So where we left off. Oh, actually, before I forget, one little point of order. Is would everybody roll me? Oh wait, no. How did I do this last time? Okay. Roll 1 through 5. Whoops! What did I do?
What did you do?
Oh, never mind. It showed me a roll from like a year ago.
Oh no.
Reco.
Yes.
Reco.
Hi. Hi.
Please tell me about the adventure y'all had last week.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Well,
4.
sorry. Well.
Couldn't have picked a better person for this.
Rico went on a great adventure starting out for the Cypress company. He follows his best friend Baba, who he thinks may not think he is best friend. But he has also met new friends, wonderful people like Nayara and Big Love. Not sure what his actual name is, but Big Love will have to do. We go on adventure, we head out into the swamps, and we are taking what look like vegetables. Lots of guard for vegetables, not sure why we are traveling with them. But the money is very, very good. So we go. We go, and we meet, what is her name? Gabrielle Rode. Yeah. Well, she is beautiful, I can tell you that much. She is called a Chief Blade. Wonderful position, I think. We are to be stopping at the major settlements with contract with city of Cortu. Anyway, Simon is the biggest out of all of the other guards, so I have been keeping a close eye on him. He's a big man, but not as wide as Reko is, and not as strong either. Reko and Big Love decided to find out if Crocodile are cousin. The two Dragonborn. Well, they have lots of teeth and scalies, but they do not have anything that come from the mouth, so I think they may be far, far removed. Reko may have shot one, gotten us all into a fight, and then we killed them all. So now all of my cousins are gone. Then that night, after we cooked some lovely crocodile bites, Nayara and I took a walk. It was so romantic, but not like that. It was a ruse. We were to find the people that are following us that I had seen earlier. Shadows in the dark. Reko and Nayara went exploring, arm in arm, and we found a man posted up against a tree in the shadows, hiding from us. We confronted him. And then Reko took an arrow to the back. And he is very, very hurt. And yeah.
Can confirm.
Oh no. Comcast is killing us, by the way.
Oh, is it? Son
Yep.
of a gun. Do we need to sort stuff out, or
It's my network.
Okay.
It either goes or it doesn't go.
Gotcha.
It's also recording locally, so if it sucks, well, it'll be up on a VOD. Sorry.
Hey-o. Oh, jeez, Discord. Hello. Okay. Well, if that is the case, then very, very well recapped, Reko. Sounds like a pretty dire situation the party has found themselves in. Part of the party, at least.
Just Reko.
Yeah, you know, Naira's there too.
She will be
Distinctly
fine.
with one fewer bolt in her back, but she's there.
At the moment.
True.
So it sounds pretty tense. I mean, I say we pick up at the most interesting part then. So Ashlog and Otis are hanging out back at the campsite with the rest of the caravan. And y'all are enjoying. How'd the crocodile come out? How's everybody liking it, Otis?
If you're just letting it up to me, it's so good. Oh, wow. You
Yeah?
won't believe these crocodile bites.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Has Otis ever made that, or is he just kind of like winging it?
I think he's winging it.
Yeah.
I think he is winging it. I'm gonna say
Okay. Okay. Well, it seems like just from what you see that the rest of the party is enjoying it. Gabrielle, although she was a little bit hard to come around last time, she it was definitely just out of principle of being mad at Reko for endangering the party. But you know, you can't pass up some good swamp food. You know, it's just some nice delicious swampy food, I guess.
Those good little croc bites. Can't get enough of them, tell you what.
Yeah, especially I really hope Recco didn't take any of the ones that you threw poison on. I will say, or acid rather.
Excuse me?
It was poison. It was poison. Recco,
Wait, what?
I hope you picked your crocodile corpse as well.
Listen,
I thought so. I thought we did.
Everybody roll.
process you burn off just a little bit of zest to it.
Yeah, it just adds a little bit of zest. Maybe that's the secret of the pocket poison TM. Maybe it adds a little bit, right?
Great for cooking.
Yeah, great for cooking. If it burns at just the right temperature, it activates an ingredient in it. Sure. Ashlog, how are you enjoying your crocodile bites?
It is so delicious. I have never had something so tasty.
Nice. All right. Well, the person arguably who would be the most likely to have eaten crocodile in their lifetime is praising your cooking. So I'd say you did a pretty good job.
I tend to have this raw, but I like what you have done to it.
Yo, that's the pocket poison you're tasting. Yeah, it's gives a little bit of a. It's what we call crocodile's bites because they kind of have a bite to them.
Ah, yes.
Wow.
On the term pocket poison, Stuart, who has one of the company men who has it like halfway through, like in his mouth, he's like, just kind of nervously looks up at you, and then Simon, the aforementioned biggest guy, just kind of elbows him and is like, please, and like just eats it. I mean, at this point, everybody's eating it, so they'd probably be dead if it didn't work out. So maybe there's something to it. I mean, you are a talented artificer. So the night passes fairly uneventfully. A little while ago, Nyara and Recco wandered off. Recco may have spotted a lizard or small reptilian creature that he thought was his uncle. Nyara maybe taking notes or something. And as the night progresses and the fire burns, and it's actually a very serene night. The crickets are chirping, the frogs are croaking. No crocodiles have come as of yet to avenge their fallen brothers and sisters, but the night is young. Foreshadowing, maybe? Who knows?
Wow.
As you all eat, yes, second dinner, easy. As you all sit there, Roderick and Samuel have been trying, Ashlog, they've been trying really hard not to stare at you too much. But you've definitely noticed it. I mean, they're terrible at concealing their fearful, questionable glance. I don't know. You can't really read their faces, but they are clearly drawn to whatever is going on there.
Here, okay.
Yeah.
Ashlog is ding ding ding, just rolling her bones there, and she kind of stares at them back, but then she keeps doing it. Obviously, it seems that she is quite used to this, and it does not disturb her the least.
Whenever you look up, they kind of shoot their looks back down at their crocodile bites and try not to be so rude. And after a while, Stuart kind of rolls his eyes and he's like, "Come on, she's not gonna hurt you. I'm sorry. I guess we've all been wondering where it is you're from, Ashlog."
I am from the deepest, darkest parts of the marsh.
They all sort of give you this like, look, like they're just not really. They're not gonna push the issue. I mean, that's pretty evident. So as nice and serene as this scene is, we cut back to Recco taking a knee because he has just gotten shot in the back with a crossbow bolt. And the camera cuts from the fire to him, and him like wincing in pain and whinging, and I don't know, Rekko, take it away. What's going on?
I think we get that like super anime shot where they get like punched from behind, and like it zooms in their face, and there's all like the like background. They go, and there's like blood that comes out, right?
I've watched enough Dragon Ball Z to know that look.
No, exactly what I'm talking about. Like, there's no pupils in their eyes anymore, right? Like it's like all of a sudden they're pupilless for some reason. Yeah, absolutely happens that way. And Red goes, and I think that's all he does for the moment, unless you're gonna make him roll initiative.
No, not at all. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna.
I knew it.
I'm just gonna. So, Nyara, the person in front of you hasn't moved. You're close enough to see that this is a wood elven man, young for an elf, who is clutching at his sword, just kind of at the ready, like waiting to strike just in case. But you get the feeling that if he wanted to attack, he would have done it yet. He looks a little fearful that a crossbow bolt was just fired at Rekko. And he's just kind of standing there watching, not really knowing what to do.
All right, she's just gonna like forget about that kid.
Okay.
She'll be like, Rekko, oh my gods, oh jeez, let's go. And she's like looking around to try and see like where that could have come from.
Sure. So roll a perception check for me.
What do you perceive?
Okay, and 8 is actually that's actually enough. You turn around and you for a split second, like maybe in your panic, you're glancing at every possible tree, every possible like thorn bush, anywhere that this could have come from, and suddenly you're trained on across the path that you wandered off of. You see two hooded figures in the shadows. Kind of, you can see that both of them have crossbows out, and they're making their way slowly toward you with them trained on you, both of you and Rekko.
Yeah, she's not liking this situation.
Rekko is back on his feet.
Let's go. And she's probably gonna be a useless crutch, but she's gonna try and like support you as much as possible. As like we got to go.
When do we go? I suppose they're gonna shoot arrows at us.
There's more arrows coming. Let's just go.
Okay, so you're going to try and run back to the camp then?
Yeah.
I don't know if we have options.
Okay. The one on the left, you hear a male voice, and he yells out, "Hold it there!"
Don't know if I want to stop.
I'm considering I've had the worst day possible. She's like, she's not gonna find out this time. We already called out once, and Rekko got shot in the back.
Yeah, it was a dick move. Like, these people aren't friendly. They shot him in the back.
So she's worried that if they stop, there's gonna be like target practice.
Pin cushions. Where should we book it?
She's like, don't listen, just go.
Yeah, I think we're running.
Okay, so the two of you start to run,
and Rekko is already just yelling, just absolutely.
Okay.
Mama!
Okay. Back at the camp. Meanwhile, go ahead and Ashlog, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Please perceive me. Please perceive me.
Ashlog is looking at the bones and she's like, oh, reading the bones. That is the 12 DM.
Yeah, so a 12 will you absolutely hear this. I mean, you guys didn't go, Nyara and Rekko, you didn't go much more than 200 feet away from the camp.
Oh God, we're really close.
Yeah, like easily. Yeah, I just wanted to make you sweat. Sue me. For those of you listening at home, in case you're wondering, a yell can be heard at about 560 feet roughly. If you Googled how far a yell could travel before the session. So yeah, you could easily hear the crickets, the frogs, the Rekko? Huh. So you hear a very disgruntled and terrified, frankly, Baba!
Yeah.
You see Ashlog kind of get up using the dwarven mace she has as a sort of crutch, pushing herself up to her feet, all tired and she's like, I wonder if he's eaten a frog again.
They are so jumpy. Sometimes they jump in your throat, and it's very hard to do anything.
Okay. All right. Otis, roll me a perception check as well.
Perception. Is this to hear him?
Yeah. I just want to see if you heard this as well, just passively, I guess.
I'm gonna say that because of the party situation that's sort of happening at camp here, Otis is I feel like he'd be talking loudly to somebody.
Oh, sure.
His
yeah,
food,
you're engaged with. Yeah, you're engaged with the other two.
I don't know if he would I don't know if he's looking out for anything. He's very not on guard.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's totally
passive. He's got a passive perception of 11 though.
Okay, you would probably have heard that for sure. Maybe you weren't completely paying attention, but the sound, you heard it. Whether or not you were listening, that's up to Otis.
Ashlog picks up her bones and she thrusts them into Otis's face and she says, Destiny requires you to catch a toad.
Catch a toad? Why does Destiny want me to catch a toad?
Jiggling the bones in front of you.
Yep. Okay. Sure, why not? I'm game for a night in the swamps, I guess.
Very unhurried, Ashlog begins to make her way out of wherever the area they are, heading towards Rekko's cry.
Gabrielle
Otis is gonna follow.
Okay, yeah. So Gabrielle also would have heard it, and she kind of there's not a whole lot of urgency to this. She assumes he probably you say. Did you say out loud, did he eat a toad again, or he probably ate a toad again?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Ashlog does not have inner dialogue.
She is, yeah, okay, I respect that. Yeah, so Gabrielle probably believes you. She probably makes the same assumption. As soon as you say that, she's like, what an idiot. What's he up to now? He probably poked a hornet's nest or something. Hopefully not, because he's allergic to bees, apparently. So little character tidbit there. And so she's not terribly concerned. So she's just going to continue hanging out with her men. And Otis, it seems. Unless Otis, are you following Ashlog?
Yeah, I'm following her.
Oh, okay.
I gotta catch a toad.
Oh, of course. Sorry. How could I forget? What destiny calls, man.
Yeah, sure.
So we get back to Rekko and Nyara, who are now running back toward the camp. Maybe at this point, you're seeing, you're starting to see the hobbling, somehow smelly form. You can almost see the smell lines coming off of her.
Smell lines.
The stink lines of what you assume is Baba. So there you go.
Am I dead yet, DM?
You're super not dead.
Okay.
You're running. You're running, as I said.
How far am I? Have I run?
So you and Nyara have probably made it. You're close enough, as I said, to see Ashlog. I gotta stop doing that. Ashlog
It's totally
heading
fine.
toward you. So what would you like to do?
Naya's like, Ashlog, help, healing. Quick.
Yeah. Just like blood coming out of the mouth, right? It's like he's probably got like a spinal injury right now with being shot in the back with his stupid crossbow.
Opening
Not
a pouch.
doing so hot.
Dandelions.
I think he'll risk a look behind him though to see if they're being pursued.
Roll me a perception check at.
Oh, he doesn't have dark vision, so disadvantage is probably accurate.
Hard disadvantage. I was gonna add. Yeah, okay, it's a disadvantage regardless then. Sure, roll that for me.
That's 2 18s.
Wow, 18s. Wowie, zowie.
What do I see? I don't have dark vision, so keep that in mind. But
Yeah,
what do
yeah,
I
of course,
see
of course.
with my vision?
So, dark vision, and I looked this up last time. I'm just gonna look it up real quick again because I'm having trouble remembering what the.
I think it's 60 feet dim light, 30 feet bright.
Believe you are correct. It
Up to 60 feet dim,
up to
30 feet bright.
Come on. Yeah. Okay. You see by the moonlight, you see the forms. They look to be for a moment kind of like just standing there talking to one another, not pursuing you at all.
They're just having a casual conversation.
No. So it's hard to tell from this distance, but it doesn't seem like it's just a casual conversation. Like maybe the one right at the end of this whatever they were talking about beckons, like kind of makes a sharp gesture and starts to head off in the opposite direction away from you, running. And the other two follow suit.
They're running away now.
So yeah, whatever they were discussing something, and from what you can tell, they just kind of one of them was just like, "Let's go," and they ran.
Okay. Nyara, they have stopped pursuing us. I believe we can slow down, please.
Just keep going. Just we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Oh God. Okay. She's gonna take a look at the crossbow in his back and she's like winces like, oh God, it's fine. It's fine. You're gonna be good. Oh God. It's fine.
My father always said I should wear armor, but I figure destiny protects. Oh God.
Destiny was, I think, making dinner at the moment.
I love it. So yeah, at this point, I believe you guys would have met up with one another. It seems that Otis and Ashlog haven't really been moving terribly fast with any sort of
I think
urgency.
The moment that they come up, Ashlog is talking to Otis and like saying, "You must spread your feet, lower yourself to the ground,
Yeah.
catch with 2 hands."
Do you see it, Ted? I can't really see anything out here.
Yes, sir.
Otis takes like a very like scared step in the direction she points.
Roll a dex save for me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, let's go.
Come on.
Save. It's a 12.
Okay. It's a 12. So you slip just a little bit, but you're able to kind of catch your footing. It just seems like a particularly large patch of very sticky mud. Your foot got caught for a second, but you're okay. No toad to be seen though. Definitely not a toad right there.
I don't. Did I miss him?
There.
We're this is what we're doing now.
Oh no, I can see perfectly in the dark. I have dark vision.
I'm just creeping in the dark.
Otis, roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh god.
This is too funny. Oh,
Boom.
Destiny.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Okay. Yeah, you actually do see a toad hop by. Probably about like 10, 15 feet away from you. Hops, and then he pauses for a moment to kind of just like observe the situation. And then he just continues hopping on his merry way. You know, he's just being a toad, doing toad things. Being a toad.
Was that a toad? I'm gonna carefully creep faster in the direction it's hopping.
Roll a stealth check.
Wow.
I'm having too
I
much
love
fun.
it.
The toad is gone. Actually,
It's a 4. It's a 4, everybody.
yes, a 4. Recco runs up to Ashlog. Recco, roll me
No, I don't want to kill him.
roll me athletics.
Athletics?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's a 9. I'm not very athletic currently with a
Recco,
crossbow bolt in my back.
You run toward Ashlog, and just at the very last moment, you see the toad and you just hop step out of the way, like kind of on one, you know, like when Charlie Chaplin turns a corner and he kind of does it on one foot. You do that around the toad and just get your foot caught in the mud and just boom, face plant right in the sticky mud.
You know what? I'm okay with it being on my face because if it was on my back, that crossbow bolt would have not been okay.
Was not going to do that to you. Was not going to do that to you.
But benefit, Ashlog can see the crossbow bolt in my back now.
Benefit or
pretty evident. And I think Recco just looks up and says, I am very hurt. Ow.
Yeah, you got looks like a big stick in your back.
It's a pointy stick, yes. They shoot it at me out of a crossbow.
Are there somebody out there?
They ran away after we started running. Just please, someone figure out how to get this thing out and help me.
All right, let me see this. I take out like this big, like kind of like shrewd looking wrench. And I kind of get on Recco's back and I take a hand on the crossbow bolt and I put the little wrench like in there and the woman, I'm like, this is you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, buddy. And I like kind of like, you know, like when you unjam like a car door with the little thingy. I do that and I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Wow. Tear it out of my back.
Wow. All right. So cast that Cure Wounds, baby.
Oh, level 1. There we go. I always forget. 7.
All right. So
That's 7 healing
for 7.
Hell, I'm back at full health.
It's very warm and a nice feeling for what looked like a horrifying contraption.
Sure.
That was much nicer than I expected it to be. And Recco like kind of gets up and like rolls his shoulders a little bit. He's like, "Thank you, big love. That was much more pleasant an experience than what Baba does." No offense,
so must have worked this time. Okay, we're gonna figure out how we did that.
This time?
No, I'm glad it worked. Yeah, of course. Anything I can do to help, buddy.
Yeah. Nyara and I had seen shadows earlier in the day, and I thought, well, maybe we should check behind us this evening to make sure no one is following. We go. We find a shadow. Turns out to be man. We confront man, and then I get shot in the back by 2 other guys. A really unfair situation, if you're asking me. And then we run because I was very, very hurt. But Nyara, was very, very brave.
Yes. Very brave. She's like trying to catch her breath. Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know if they're still out there though. We should put guards around us tonight. I don't know if they're still here.
We should let Gabrielle know. They left, but they could be back. They are definitely following us.
Where is like Gabrielle?
Yeah. So the camp, it's not terribly far away. I mean, you're probably like, you guys barely made it outside of camp to begin with. So you trot back to the camp real quick, and Gabrielle looks up at you guys, and immediately looks at Rekko and says, "So what did you pick a fight with this time in the woods?"
Oh, they were assassins. They had been trailing us, and I got shot in the back with a crossbow bolt. It was not very sporting of them.
She looks at Nyara to confirm what he's saying, because she doesn't believe a word of it and thinks he like stepped on a tree branch and it got stuck in his foot.
What? No, it's we thought we saw the crocodile he thought was the crocodile, but then people laughed like, it's just a crocodile, and what made him go fight crocodiles earlier was in fact these people that shot him in the back.
So her eyebrows climb up her face at that, and she stands up suddenly on alert, and it's as if you ever seen somebody go into crisis mode, but like they know how to handle a crisis, like immediately goes from completely like almost relaxed. I mean, as relaxed as she can be on a mission, and then immediately straight backed, standing straight up, hand on the hilt of one of her swords, eyes like hawks in every direction. Just how many of them and where are they? And then she kind of looks back at her men and says, Get the lizard out of your mouth. Come on your feet.
It's a crocodile. It's really kind of a different sort of dish, whatever. It's cool.
She doesn't seem to hear you. She's in full battle mode, looking around for anything. So where are they? How many of them did you see?
We saw 3.
At least 3. Considering that we missed scene 2, and thus the crossbow bullet in the back. At least 3.
They ran. I saw them while we were running. I caught a glimpse, and I looked behind, and the one seemed to order them to run the other direction that we had come from.
They were elven. At least one of them was.
Well, it is Moreka. Okay, well, I still want high alert all night, but we do need to rest because we need to make Verso by the end of the day tomorrow, if we can. They must have a camp nearby. It's late at night. Where the hell are they going to go?
Probably not far from us.
Do you want to try and track them?
In the dark?
You just got shot in the back!
I don't know if you noticed. I'm a human. I can't see in the dark. He's a human. He can't see in the dark. You, I believe, can't see in the dark. Clearly, the way that you got shot in the back.
Why is everyone so mean to me? Baba can see in the dark. She could lead us if it was necessary.
I use torches.
Yeah. We don't...
Go on a hunting party.
Yeah.
And together we would be much more formidable. All of us together. That's what... 13, I think.
And she just kind of like...
9. Sorry, I thought it was 9 plus us.
We're still licking our wounds from the battle earlier, and you want to go chasing shadows in the night? Shadows with crossbows, mind you. You don't know how many there are.
Me. They deserve to probably have some retribution, but fine. You are Chief Blade. We are just your humble lackeys.
If you really
You're welcome for finding out that we are being followed.
She considers this for a moment and says, Dragonborn, in your own way, you are right. Thank you for alerting us of a potential danger. However, I think we should be strategic about this. If you insist on tracking their whereabouts, I say we do it in the morning. They're likely...
Whatever you wish, Chief Blade. Rekko will not go against you anymore. Rekko just wanted to have a little bit of fun while we are delivering vegetables.
We'll have fun tomorrow.
Fine, we shall have fun tomorrow.
At least, with everyone on alert, they'd be kind of silly to attack us in the night. We should be fine. Hopefully.
Yeah, and so Gabrielle, if nobody else objects, is going to immediately start setting watches and in such a way that there are no fewer than 3 people awake at all times, and allowing for everybody to have a full night's rest. So that's how she's going to play this. Is there anything you guys want to do before the group as a whole takes a rest?
Rekko is going to pout.
Okay.
He's going to go pout in his bedroll and go to sleep.
Nair will kind of try and comfortably pat. I just don't want you hurt again so fast.
Oh, you are right. She did not have to be so mean about it. Why does everyone think Rekko is so dumb or so reckless? He is just enthusiastic.
In time. They'll get you in time. It's fine.
I am glad that you get me for such new friend. I like you, Nayara.
Awkward pumpkin. Thanks.
The
Never had a friend before.
He gives you the side-on smile.
The twinkle.
Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
It. And as everybody is getting all set, one of the company men comes up to you, Roderick, and he says, seeing the contraption that you used to heal Rekko, maybe you're tinkering with it or something, or like tucking it away. He sees it and he's just, Otis, if I may, what is that thing? Never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's sort of like a it's like a big welding wrench that I kind of reworked here to be sort of like a makeshift kind of medical emergency kind of all-purpose item of some sorts. It's got a little bit of work to do here, though. It usually kind of just ends up... I've practiced it on a couple of logs and things to make sure it doesn't really do more damage than it usually does. Well, this is sort of the first working prototype. It's not in its real near stages. And you can see he's kind of like... He kind of goes into just like word salad of just like all this sort of technical talk about it and just how it's all this stuff.
Yeah, terms that this guy would have no idea what he means. He complete tech speak. And Roderick is just, it's very impressive for what used to be a wrench. Wow.
Yeah. So far it's best for sort of breaking my other contraptions, but I'm getting the hang of it.
And so he nods knowingly and is kind of just bids you well, good night. Cool invention. And he's both interested, but you also get the feeling that he hopes to God that he doesn't ever have that used on him, for fear of what it will do to him. But he, it seems that that your inventions among this crowd are appreciated. So it's neat. So yeah, if nothing else, the party is able to take a full long rest, spell slots and breath weapons and cool things that other characters do that I can't think of right now, all replenished on a long rest.
How many hit points? Is just like you roll a hit die or something?
No, so full hit points.
Okay, because I was still down 2 from earlier.
Yeah. You only roll hit die on a short rest if you choose to expend them to heal up real quick.
Ashlog, as she makes her way over to where she has her bedroll, she'll point at Otis with her hand that's missing half a finger, and she's like, "Toad." And she just limps away, and then she knocks her knuckle on Nyara's arm, and she says, "When you wake, walk in 3 circles backwards for good luck." When you wake.
Oh, okay. She'll write that in her notebook.
I love it.
And Ashlog limps away to where she has her bedroll.
Sure.
The best.
I love it. I like to think that she has an entire list that she's rolling a D100 on, and just like, what am I going to say to them? What crazy shit am I going to say to them today? Oh man,
Maybe.
I love it. Yeah. Don't reveal your secrets by all means. All right, yeah, and so throughout the night, nothing really comes to pass. Guards and watches are set, and whether it be one of you guys or a member of the company, nobody really sees anything of note. Nobody really talks much. It's there's a sense of tension that whoever these people were might come back in the night, but other than that, it's nothing to keep you all from a restful long rest. And so morning comes. It's a cool morning for the swamp, but it'll no doubt be a little muggy later for sure. It's a little bit overcast, and those who are sleeping at the time are awoken by just the chirping of birds and just the peaceful sounds of nature. And maybe a couple like bubbles in the mud or something, and something swampy, a little boggy for you.
Good. Rico looks over. Is Nyara walking backwards?
Oh yes, she opens up her notebook and she's like positions herself and she's like, okay, and she like walks backwards and she's trying to make sure she's like walking in a circle. She thinks she might be getting a little oblong, and she's like kind of tracks and okay, goes back and makes sure she's trying to do it as perfect as she possibly can. And then when she's done, she kind of like does a little check.
roll me a dex check.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a really damn good circle. Really damn good circle. You can actually see a little bit of your footsteps. They tend to stick in the ground, even in the grassier parts of it. I mean, the ground is soft, so you can see kind of like imprints. And doing it 3 times in a row. You could definitely see a line where you walked backwards in a circle 3 times, and solid circle. Your geometry teacher would be proud.
If Ashlog's awake, she's gonna be like, I did it.
Ashlog is definitely awake. She might even seem like she didn't sleep, but she actually slept just very, very little. She's already awake and she's like doing some weird spooky shit.
Sure. Sure. Ashlog
Do you always walk backwards like that in the morning, Nyara? It is a curious custom that you Southlanders must have.
Oh no, Ashlog told me to do it right before I went to bed. So I don't want to get in the way of destiny.
Oh, this is good. A good decision on your part. Ashlog is never wrong.
Yeah. And just real quick for anybody wondering, Ashlog, we've kind of had this as like a flavor thing. I think it was mentioned in episode 1, but Ashlog does rest, but sleeps very little. Is usually up doing creepy shit, but she's, not awake enough or not present enough to set a watch, but not totally asleep. So just for anybody's information. Otis, how is your morning going, my friend?
It's good. You see, he's kind of like sitting on the ground with his tinker's tools, and he's kind of working on this little stone, little shape here, and you can see it's sort of like it's in the shape of like a shrewd little toad, and he picks it up, and then like a little spark kind of comes from his hand into the toad, and he's like, "Oh look, it's like, whoa." Oh, yeah, it's like I caught a toad. Look at this. And he shows a little stone toad and it starts to croak.
Yes. Excellent. You
Yes,
must
my
keep it with you at all times. Or
Right,
very, very bad fortune.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. And he kind of cradles the it's like it's from afar it looks like a stone, but you have to walk real close to see that it's kind of like a frog. And so he just like puts it in his pocket. It's a little shrewd frog stone.
Yeah, so you mark a frog stone in your back, I suppose. I love it. Very, very bad. Make sure you don't lose that, my friend. And yeah, so the company as a whole, the caravan as a whole is awake. The last of the watches are disbanded, and people check in for their morning rations and their powdered coffee, instant coffee, whatever they
They have instant coffee.
Yeah, something to that effect. Something ground up, and you just add hot water. They're boiling water over the fire. And as the notice, and as we've said before, any of the rations and everything are welcome to you guys. It's your meals are covered by the job and everything. So can do whatever you choose. But Gabrielle seems to be apart from the group. It almost looks like she hasn't slept, and she is staring down the road where you guys had previously come from, down the eastern. She's facing east, staring down the road. The sun, it's actually a really cool shot because the sun is rising, and so like it's just kind of her silhouetted against the sunrise. And she looks to be on alert still. It doesn't seem like the night brought her any peace of mind.
I'll bring her whatever, like the camp's cooking and like the coffee morning drink or whatever. She'll kind of like pour a second cup and bring it to Gabrielle and offer it to her. Like, long night.
She almost doesn't even hear your approach. She starts slightly, and looks down at the cup and smiles and nods to you and takes it, kind of almost as if coming out of a daze. Like, you know, she seemed to maybe have been zoning out, or just so focused that she wasn't even really paying attention to where you were coming from. And she takes a sip of it, and she seems to relax just a little bit, but she still seems really tense. And she says, "Yes, well, I just day one, and Herrick's suspicions are already confirmed. This doesn't sit well with me, Nyara. Your brother is not a paranoid man, but I thought maybe he was overreacting. I thought maybe he was just bitter about the enforcement and trade acquisitions. It's maybe something really is going on."
Yeah, well, he was smart enough to let me come along. No. It's yeah, I wouldn't have come along if I didn't think, you know, my family's company was seriously at stake here.
Yes, well, you've shown good judgment over and over again. I'm surprised he doesn't talk more about you.
She like blushes with praise. She's like, how do I respond to this? Well, but siblings get along, hey? Kind of awkward twitch in her eye.
Yes. Yeah, my brother and I were the same way. Sibling rivalry and all that. But yeah, we both ended up in work, in this line of work. So couldn't have been all bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely want to learn more about the family company, and you know, this is the ground level, kind of, so to speak. To see the real ins and outs.
Yes, well, those usually don't involve spies or rogues or whatever you want to call them.
We'll figure it out. That's why we're hired.
Yes. I really don't want to backtrack, but we did give this another day longer than we thought we would need, just in case this sort of thing would happen. The trip really is only about a day if you don't stop, but we stretched it out into 3 just in case, and glad we did.
Well, you guys are capable. Like, we could probably catch up if just, you know, the ragtag hires here. We can check it out. Like, that's our job, right? Like, technically your guys' job is the carts.
You'd be comfortable doing that? I was thinking more in terms of when you were hired that you'd poke around Verso when we got there, but I didn't expect anything like this on the road. Do you think you guys can handle it?
I think so. Now that it's not dark and, you know, half of them can't see very far, we'll fare much better. Much better.
Okay.
I have faith.
Well, enjoy your breakfast for the time being, and I'll talk to the men and I'll talk to everybody, and we'll come up with a plan.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you. She kind of like raises up the glass or the cup, mug, whatever. It's like a tin of like a mess kit. Yeah. And our eyes go back to the road.
Could I just like go out maybe, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 feet, and just kind of like check the perimeter and see if I like can see if anything was marked, or like, whoever was following us, like, marked where our location is for like their reinforcements or something. Just something.
Sure. So do you want to walk a perimeter essentially around where the camp was set up?
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah, you could spend probably, that would probably take you about like 30 minutes to do it carefully. And you could certainly do that. Let's have you roll. Let me just take a look at your character sheet for just a moment. Yeah, so roll me an investigation check then. You're proficient in that. Investigato. Wow, so that's a 22.
Yeah.
So you walk the grid like a professional CSI. You are
taking notes.
Yeah, you're taking
time
notes.
string.
You almost cordon off your little circle before you remember that, oh wait, no, I did that. There's nothing in your investigation here. There is nothing that seems like it shouldn't be there. It seems that if they did spy on you guys, they did not come this close to the camp. None of the watch saw anything. It seems as though this all looks as it should. There's no thieves' cant on any of the trees, nothing like that. And you think maybe you found where Rekko was sleeping, because there seems to be a big horned shaped groove in the ground. And weirdly enough, coming back to the thing of mud that he fell in, there's almost a Rekko shaped splatter on the ground as well, which is kind of hilarious.
Face indent.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Joel. I have to. He's a silly guy.
Yeah.
All right. Now you know how I feel. Yeah. So your investigation doesn't yield anything that should put you on alert.
All right. She'll tidy up and kind of like close her notebook and just kind of, I guess, sit and wait till Gabrielle sends word on like what everyone's doing.
Sure. So I think that actually lines up a little bit with it's been, like I said, about half an hour of you doing that while other people are what are the other people doing? Is there anything you guys want to accomplish this morning? Is there any I don't know. I always think back to DieFall the Aspects, where Ignis needs to reapply his magical underwear spell every morning. So I'm like, I'm like, is there anything to that? Yeah, is there anything to that degree that anything you guys are doing? Tinkering, bone rolling, chasing frogs. I don't know.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, no, Otis is good. He's just gonna be probably sipping on some coffee, tinkering on the little toad stone he's got going.
Okay.
Rekko is going to walk backwards in circle 3 times.
What did I have her roll? I think it was
Dex.
Just Dex. Yeah. So Rekko, roll me a Dex.
Yeah. Oh wait, not disadvantage. Normal.
Yeah, normal, please.
14.
Rekko, that is a pretty solid circle as well. You did well. Now there are 2 circles in
This is
the
not
campsite.
this is not the first time that the Baba has asked to walk in 3 circles backwards in the morning, and so Rekko will do it just in case.
Sure, you can never have too much good luck, right?
He then touches medallion 14 times and
Not gonna do that.
Sure. So as everybody is kind of finishing up and going about their morning, Gabrielle comes back and just everybody upon her approach sort of quiets down, turns their attention to her. The company men all ready for their orders for the day. And she says, I want to thank everybody for their excellent work yesterday. A lot of unexpected factors, but we think it might be best, Nyara and I, if we split up. Us, and she indicates to the company men who are all kind of clustered in the same area. We are going to continue as our mission dictates. We are going to make the next 2 stops on our way to Verso and hopefully get there by the end of the day, barring any other issue. And our adventurers, and she'll turn her attention to you guys, are going to investigate into the group that attacked Recco last night. We are to meet no more than 2 days from, or by the end of tomorrow. So 2 days. You have 2 days until you are to be in Verso, adventurers. Or we will assume that either you died or you deserted the contract. And she says this not in an aggressive way, more as kind of a, like,
Matter of
you know,
fact.
yeah, like, you know, like when a customer service representative at like Amazon has to like go through the typical like rigmarole, like, we understand that you have an issue and we're like, thank you for choosing Amazon. We're so sorry that blah, 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 blah. Like, she's not talking like a robot, but she's talking like, these are the terms of your agreement, blah, 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 blah. And so she gives you all a sort of a somewhat concerned look, a tired look, and just says, please be careful. And bring back any information that you think is crucial to your mission. No detail is too small. No detail is insignificant. I am sorry if I didn't take this seriously. That was poor leadership on my part. And she seems to say that to Recco in particular. And it's for the first time you guys notice that there's not just tired and alert on her face, but also guilt. She may feel like she's a little bit at fault for this, how it's transpired so far, but you know, she's still strong leadership material and is not going to let that deter her, but there is a sympathy to her words. So it sounds like this is where sorry, Joel, you're gonna say something?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Keep going.
It sounds like this is where the 2 groups are going to split up for the time being. The caravan continuing its path toward Verso, the next major settlement that is on the map. And the adventuring party, our players, sound like they're going to go on a Scooby-Doo adventure. So it's going to be cool.
Literally just typing, we love a good let's
split
split up, gang.
Yeah.
This'll never go wrong. That'll be fine.
Are you kidding me? Now I don't have to worry about NPCs. Now everything you meet is going to kill you.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Nah.
Yeah, all right. So I guess we pack our packs and go find Nyara was investigating and
Investigato.
and we follow the trail.
Yeah, and they'll give you enough rations for 2 days. So you guys don't have to worry about that unless you want to hunt or something. Yeah, that's up to you. But that's there just in case.
Reko does have his very trusty bow.
He does.
He has never hit anything with.
Otis wants to take some of that
Oh,
crocodile meat with him.
Oh yeah.
Does he? Okay. Yeah. So the crocodile meat.
Road bites.
The cooked stuff, or like, is there any left over, or is it like some of the raw stuff that you plan on cooking later?
I feel like raw stuff. I feel like we had like a like wild, ridiculous amount of.
Oh,
of
it was
meat.
a stupid amount of crocodile.
Yeah,
it
so
was
he's
like,
gonna take
it was
some
like
of that.
2.5 crocodiles. It was a lot.
We did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some of that. I think. Can I also take some of the chef's kit?
Yes,
them as well?
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So you can take some cooking supplies with you as well. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. And so the caravan, the horses are fed, the company men are driving their respective wagons, with the other non-drivers in tow, riding shotgun. And it's kind of humorous because you weren't able to fit all of the rest of the meat in your pack, so there's still like part of a crocodile hanging off of it, like next to the vegetables, which is kind of hilarious to see. And the caravan continues. The wagons go about the carts rather go about their way down the path. And you are left in the swamp in the middle of the road.
Good. Let's find my cousins. I mean,
As the carts are going away, Ashlog is like saying some kind of like a prayer blessing as to their departing forms in Dwarvish. It's very guttural, very harsh sounding.
Sure. Okay. All right. So guttural, harsh prayer, all meaning well. Obviously, I mean, come on.
I
deserve to get
paid. You better not fuck up while I'm not there.
pay me.
Yeah, it's like they better not die while we're gone.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Money. Money,
Love it.
please.
All right.
Yeah. So we go find the thing.
Nyara, do you remember whereabouts we were last night? My eyes were not. I do not see so well in the dark. Where we might be able to find the trail?
We were just down the road.
Oh,
This
were we?
way,
I thought
back
we had
this
maybe.
way.
I thought we had maybe, I don't know, wandered a little bit, meandered, taken a little stroll.
It feels
Okay.
like we probably like zigzagged, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we stayed on the road.
Like I say, my eyes in the dark, not so good.
Yeah, it sounds like Rekko was just trusting where you were leading him.
And then he got a crossbow bolt in the back.
Oh, we trusted you. Dissension. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me take a look at what I got here. Just looking at my nerds. Yeah, so I suppose I will have the party roll. If you're proficient in investigation, we'll do that. But otherwise, just flat perception checks, and we'll see what you see. I presume you're all looking for, I don't know, signs.
The trail.
Yeah.
The
Tracks.
trail.
The
Tracks,
trail.
as it were.
Yeah.
Plug in my headphones, which are dying.
Reko, see much better in the daytime. That is 21.
Oh, wowee.
Yeah.
I just got a 24 investigation.
Wow.
Sleepy
Oh,
boy.
wee.
Nice.
We
Myers
sleuthing.
dropping the ball there a little bit.
Okay, so Ashlog got a 13, Nyara with a 12. Yeah, so everybody is kind of just, magnifying glasses out, Sherlock Holmes hats on, and just the typical investigation garb. Joel's off doing his own investigation, it looks like. So all right, how do you want to kill Joel? So
Sneak up to Racco. No.
yeah, so everybody's with a with a 21 in perception and a 24 in investigation. Otis and Recco, it sounds like you guys, Otis, you see a what you presume to be where the path where Recco and Nyara went off the beaten path. You see it looks like two sets of footprints, one significantly larger than the other, which you presume to be Recco and Nyara. And you and so that kind of leads off toward a tree, which you presume to have been the one that they said the man was hiding behind. And Recco, with a 21 perception, you are able to lead Otis past the point where you start going off the beaten path, and you're able to basically walk him through the scene, walk him through what happened, where it happened, and everything. So you and Otis are able to do that. If you want to take it away on that, just tell him the deets of what went down and how and where they went.
Where did they go?
You're asking me?
Oh, am I the one? Okay. So here is where we found the guy. He was like right there, tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Nyara and I, we walk up to him. That's these here, right? These
yep.
You see my claws there.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, you guy. Who are you? What are you in the dark? And then all of a sudden I get hit with crossbow bolts. That's my knee there in the mud.
Oh, yeah.
We turn around real quickly. You see that the scrape mark there?
Mm-hmm.
And we start running, and that's those marks over there. But that means over here.
Like walks over to the spot.
Is what I see. Then they all come together like they know each other. And then they go this way.
So when he points where they went, do I see like tracks?
So yeah, you're kind of with the 24 investigation, you're sort of like tuned into like looking for tracks. Like you've kind of seen, okay, this is clearly Recco, this is clearly Nyara. And you're able to sort of follow the scene with your eyes as Recco describes it. And you look in the direction that he points, and sure enough, you do see footprints. It looks like they're pretty far apart, so it looks to be footprints that are running. And you have a fairly good idea what direction to head in. It looks like they headed back further east, maybe a little bit north. And definitely still in the direction. It looks as though maybe they might have traveled parallel to the road, or they went back onto the road after a point. It's hard for you to tell from where you're standing. But yeah, you have a fairly good idea where they went. Ashlog and Nyara, with your rolls, you are able to see. It looks like you went while the guys went off the path toward where the shot happened. You guys are able to see where it looks like those two that came out of the trees with their crossbows, where they may have been hiding. It looks like Nyara, you're able to see, or I'm sorry, Ashlog, you're able to see, not thieves' cant. You wouldn't know what it is, but I'm just saying right now, this isn't really thieves' cant. It's more kind of the fidgety scratchings of somebody who's like, very impatient but waiting, but very impatient but waiting because they have to. Kind of like, places where the bark was picked off the tree, maybe little like doodles with like a crossbow bolt tip, like just like kind of carving into the tree, like board. And Nyara, you are able to see just kind of where they stood, basically, like where they may have squared up and shot. maybe like the heels were dug into the ground a little bit more to get a steadier shot on them, or on Rekko rather. And so, yeah, you have a pretty good idea. The four of you in your own way have a pretty good idea. Okay, this is the scene where it happened. Where do we go from here?
Nayara, look here.
She's like,
These
looks.
are the idle thoughts of an impatient and weak-willed man.
Hmm? Yeah,
These are lesser men that we are hunting.
And Nayara, you would know also that this is the when you looked back in horror and you saw the two figures, where she's indicating is where the one that yelled at you would have been standing. The man that called out to you.
All right. Did they like leave any? Is there just like footprints and like broken sticks, or did they like drop anything? Or?
Yeah. So nothing was dropped or anything from what you can tell. And you grouping up with Rekko and Otis, you're able to tell as a party, like, here's the tracks. Like, Otis is able to point you in the right direction of, like, this is where they went past this point. Like, this is where they fled. They went in this direction. Nothing that you can see in this immediate area is dropped or left behind.
Okay. So I guess now we're just seeing if we can still see where they, like, backtracking where they were
Sure.
walked away.
Sure.
See if they, like, either different tracks where they walked to here, if they lead in a different direction, or if, like, it looks like they've gone back to where they came. Kind of.
Oh, I see. Yeah, roll me another investigation check on that. That's interesting. A 16. 16 will tell you that you don't see any footprints parallel to the road or anything other than the ones that are going in that direction. It looks very much like they were following at a fairly safe distance, either using the path or treading very lightly along the road, or keeping to bushes, again, like much farther out. You would have to, you could go in either direction, north or south of the road, and try to figure out, like, how far out they were, if they were watching you from the bushes or the brush, or even in the swampy waters, if they were swimming alongside you guys. I mean, it doesn't look like they went in a different or came from a different direction. There's no indication of that, just kind of where they went.
Okay.
It seems like they were a lot sloppier leaving than they were getting there.
All right, so I guess we follow like
follow the trail.
Follow where they went.
Yeah, and so as the party follows the trail, you're just on alert, but the scene is actually, like, kind of serene. Like, the sun is now higher in the sky. A lot of birds, like, it sounds like more like predatory birds, like maybe like hawks or crows or something, maybe looking for, I don't know, dead things to eat. But you guys are very much alive. You're good. You don't have to worry about that sort of thing. And you keep following the trail. It's fairly uneventful. You don't really see any indication. You don't really lose the trail for a while. And then you come up, you're getting pretty close to where you look back to the road, and it's the farm that you were at earlier, the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're not much farther than that. The trail continues, it looks like, to lead north of that. Weirdly enough, kind of where the crocodile fight happened. A little bit past it, though, obviously. I mean, if they were hanging out in the crocodile fight, you would have fought them. Maybe they were crocodiles. You don't know.
Oh, plot twist.
Plot twist. So yeah, you can continue north and follow the trail if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say we continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is a good time because we'll get the break shot of us walking off in the morning
Heck
down
yeah.
the trail on our
Yeah.
on a little side adventure here. So everybody, we'll be taking our first break of the evening. It'll be about 3 to 5 minutes, and we will be right back here. So don't go anywhere. Hey guys, again, thank you for tuning in today. Super duper appreciate that. If you missed the announcements at the top of the hour, please do go over to the podcasts that DieFall are now available in. If you'd like to listen to them on iTunes, Spotify, or SoundCloud, you can do that there. But if you would please go and subscribe to, follow, leave reviews, do all the 5-star things. That helps us out very, very much, and I do appreciate it. If you would rather watch any of the previous episodes in video format, you can head on over to the YouTube channel, and they're all there. You can also catch up on all of the E3 news from this weekend that Rob and I went through, the Microsoft conference, Bungie, Ubisoft, and some other stuff. Man, we were busy. But again, thank you for tuning in today. We will be back in about 3 to 5 minutes, and I hope to see you then. Welcome back, everyone, to DieFall Cypress, Episode 3, Part 2. We are heading on a kind of side adventure. We're Scooby-Dooing ourselves from the other guards. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they don't die, because we want to get paid eventually. And we are pursuing our would-be assassins in the night. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see how that goes. So, Rob, take us back in.
Yes. So where we left our party, they were Scooby-Dooing it up. It's pretty great. They like a group of well-trained detectives. They started following. Actually, I guess hunters is more accurate. Like a hunter stalking their prey. They started an investigation from the scene of the crime, as it were, where Recco heroically took a knee as he bore the brunt of an ambush. And so as the scene was analyzed, it was determined that the would-be assassins or whatever their intentions were, fled back toward the other farm, oddly enough. And so now where we left our party is they're off the beaten path for sure. Broad daylight though, everything, they can see everything around them. The farm is there. It looks like the workers are already doing work around the farm. But they haven't really noticed you guys standing in the middle of the swamp, off the road. So it doesn't look like anything suspicious is happening over there, but the trail that you guys have been following does continue a bit north of essentially a crocodile graveyard. You're seeing there's still a few of the poor crocodile corpses now being picked clean by or picked at, not quite picked clean just yet, by what looks to be a flock. Is that the right word? I guess that would be the right word.
Are they birds?
Yeah, they sure are. Of hawks, it looks like.
Oh.
And they're just tearing into essentially the breakfast you left for them. And yeah, that's also off the beaten path as well. But yeah, so there's just a group of these hawks. The bright red feathers, as red as the blood they are consuming.
Oh gosh.
Poetic. Yeah. So
do all Southland hawks feast like vulture? Is this normal?
Are you just asking that to the party in general?
Yes.
I
The
assume?
Southlanders, yes.
I assume
that's fair.
so. What I've read in books Schneier has not had a lot of outdoor life. Yeah.
It's a pretty common occurrence. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I live here. Do I know
Yes.
this?
Yeah, so they're just, chipping away at the crocs.
There's like a lot of these crocodiles. Like there's a lot of bodies, or
So you guys ended up killing 6 total crocodiles. Recco, I believe you
Sure.
walked off with essentially 2.5. You walked off with 2
Uh-huh.
full bodies.
Okay.
And one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood that these are the crocs from the night before. I thought we were walking on like an actual crocodile graveyard. And I was like,
no.
where did all these crocodiles come from?
I am
Who's
not.
done
I mean,
this?
that's
Turns out
that's a whole.
it was us.
Yeah, that was.
We did that.
Are you kidding me? You guys
We
didn't-
did that.
Yeah, you
Okay.
actually did the most in terms of efforts to clean up the mess. So kudos for you. But you're just seeing the circle of life play out in front of you. Now Otis. Oh, go ahead, Joel. Sure.
Nope, nothing.
Okay. Otis. What bag did you put the meat in?
It's
Is it on your back? Is it?
Yeah, it'd be on my back.
Okay. How close are you guys to into these hawks, you think? What would you say? I mean,
If they're how well, I guess the better question is how close are the tracks to the birds?
Sure. Okay. So the tracks kind of they almost run right next to them, but not. I'm gonna say there's about like 50 feet between the two.
We're probably right on the tracks, right?
I figured we were.
I would imagine.
Right. Yeah, I would say we're right on the tracks.
Okay. Yeah. So there's birds. There's tracks. What are you guys doing?
Are the how are the tracks
Right.
looking? Do they look like are they running still, or are there more
Casual?
tracks now, or
Yeah.
did they linger here?
So it seems like actually, yeah, for well, you know what? It's been a while. Make me an investigation check or perception if you're not proficient in investigation.
Ooh, before he does that.
Mm.
Oh, nope, never mind. Just rolled it.
You can bless a Rico.
No,
with
go ahead.
Greatness.
Ashlog is going to take her maimed hand. She's going to use her knuckle and tap Otis on the shoulder and say, do you have your toad? If you do,
Yep.
then you
I
should
pull
have
it out.
some good luck today. And I'll cast guidance on him.
Okay. So remind me what that does again, if you don't mind. Oh, it's right there. Haha, I lied.
So actually, this
Oh,
could
yeah,
still,
sure.
I think, apply because you haven't said
Yeah,
if it
for
works.
sure.
What happens yet?
For sure. Yeah.
Um,
So you rolled an 11 on your investigation. Would
Yeah,
you
is
like
that
to
a s-
add?
Yes, I would. Is that a slash roll, or how do I do that?
Yeah. So slash roll 1d4 space 1d4.
Gotcha. That's a +1. So
That
that's
is
12.
that's a big old 1 on the die. So you want to know if the tracks kind of change up a little bit, or how the trail is looking.
Mhm.
This will tell you that it does look like they may have started to attempt to conceal themselves, or just kind of like calm down, or what have you. I mean, it's hard to tell. They're just footprints, but if you had to guess, maybe once they were a good bit of distance away, they started to kind of fall back into their roguishness, sneakiness, but a 12 is enough to show you where they lead. Still, I mean, you haven't lost the trail by any means, but it does look like it's a little bit less erratic the way that they were traveling.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think
Onwards.
yeah, keep
And
following that
upwards.
trail.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still going this way.
What's
Do Do we have an area map with us?
Do you have an area map with you? Ooh.
Because I was just like wondering if like their trajectory, like if there's anything like labeled on the map.
Imagine that they would have provided one for you.
We're just wandering around out.
I'm willing to
swamps.
assume. I would assume that when they gave you supplies for you to split off, they provided you with apt ways to. I mean, they told you to meet them in Verso. They're not just going to assume that you all know. I mean, especially Rekko.
Know where that is.
They're not going to assume that you all know that. So yeah, I would say that you have an area map for sure. Which I promise I will make, and it'll look nice and pretty. I have one. It just looks like shit. I'm working on it.
Don't worry about it, man.
I want it to look nice. Everything else looks nice.
I was just more like curious if you know if we could tell
if you could use that
a trajectory was kind of like maybe we kind of might know if they're like there's like a building marked here or a smaller farm or a town or something that it might look like they're headed towards.
Sure. Yeah, so I guess Nyara, if you want to roll me an intelligence check, you could use the
smarts.
So using the map, using your smarts, kind of trying to pinpoint. So that's an 11. So looking at the map, it's pretty clear to you that there's nothing much in that direction. The path through Moreka, the main road through Moreka, kind of it almost snakes, right? So the closest, like as the path starts to travel this way and connects to Verso, it goes up north and then continues to snake that way. The nearest next bend in the road that they could have made it to is miles away. You doubt that they were going toward any settlement that far away unless they were really desperate to stay off the road. There's no
want to be hidden.
Yeah, so that you don't see any discernible settlement. Nothing marked on the map that they would have been heading toward. You're fairly with an 11. You're able to tell that with confidence, kind of back up what Otis's tracking skills have told you. Yeah, they probably continued in this direction. It looks like you might even be able to pinpoint something using points on the map, saying maybe they went roughly in this area. You're almost trying to triangulate it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nothing of note. No landmarks, no points of interest really that they would have headed toward. Looks like it's just some nondescript area of the woods and the swamp, potentially. As you linger here, who's got the highest passive perception? I believe it's Nyara with a 15.
Yep.
You're looking at the map. Who's the next highest?
I also have 15.
You also have 15, Ashlog? You know more than you let on. Ashlog, you...
I wonder.
Ashlog, you notice... you feel eyes on you.
Oh, sorry about that.
When Rekko moves out of the way,
the feeling lingers.
You look up and you notice that the hawks seem to have flown up into trees now.
Are they looking at us?
And they're looking directly in perfectly at you guys.
I know exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
So as Nyara's big braining this map here and
of course
doing thoughts and stuff, and then you just see Ashlog step off in a direction in towards the direction of the Bloodhawks. She throws her arms out and she casts thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Basically that wall of text is just basically means like I can make my voice boom, right?
Right. Yeah. So your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as a normal person for 1 minute. Yeah, you can pick any number of effects, but you would like to boom your voice.
Yeah.
Your voice.
And I'll make harmless tremors in the ground too. Why not? So I'm like, and then you hear Ashla go, I am protected by a power that you are not prepared to face.
Holy shit.
Like,
who are we yelling at? What's happening?
Mean mugging right at the Hawks.
And like legs are shaking, right?
Sure.
What is happening?
Oh, did we
That's
find him?
fantastic.
What is going on?
Let me take a look. Ooh, okay. Let's just do a quick little. Oh god, I forget what the GM roll command is. Believe.
I
think
honestly
it's
don't remember.
GM.
I think it's
Yeah,
GR. Oh, maybe it's
GM roll. It says GM roll.
GM roll. Okay, /GM roll. 1D. Oh, that's not fun. The chat can't see it. Okay, fuck it.
/GR.
/roll. 20 minus. Oh, I could just. What am I doing? Yikes!
Wow. They're not very bright, are they?
Wow. Here,
Wow.
that's a 2 on the die with a -4 modifier.
It's a -2 for those of you that are struggling with math.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought I said that. I'm an idiot. -2 on the die, or -2. The Hawks scatter. They scatter. They go to feast another place. Nearby the farmers though.
Shit, sorry.
Nearby the farmers are startled and look toward what the source of this noise is, and they see the birds flying off. And they look out and they see Ashlog standing in a field, essentially. A very swampy field at the edge of the water. And one of them just kind of shakes his head and is just like, swamp people.
Pretty much.
You get the feeling that happens sometimes.
What?
It's a common occurrence for these farmers.
Eshlok, is everything okay?
There were winged fiends that threatened Destiny.
You showed such power. Was that wise?
I am power.
Okay. Is it safe to proceed?
Nayara.
She's kind of like just trembling with the map. Yeah.
Well,
like, yeah. I guess we're good to go. This way. She looks at Otis to confirm, like, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Woo! I'm just gonna keep moving.
That was wild. Let us go then, yes. I think we should talk about this at some point in time, though. That is a lot going on there, I think.
I love it. Ashlog, I'm going to give you 13 experience for dispelling that situation with no combat. That is the exact experience cost of like what one Bloodhawk would be in this game.
Yay! You
So
got it.
you got 13 experience for that. That was fantastic.
I love it.
She yelled at them.
Yeah. Hey, man, it was a good roll. It was a good cast. There you go. So the party continues on the path then.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, like the path seems to, again, like as I said, the tracks seem to slow in pace and footsteps become more it's harder to discern. It looks like they maybe got back into the groove, maybe try to conceal themselves a little bit more. And shortly you actually see why. Because you come upon what looks to be, and I mean this is probably about a half mile off of the road. You come upon a camp set up in the middle of the woods in the swamp. And you're about, I'm gonna say, like 100 feet away, close enough to see 3 figures in the camp.
Guys, look.
Oh. Do they see us? Or maybe we should start being very, very sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like collapse on them. Like, go around this way. I'll go around this way. Come on.
Kind of like a pinch sort of formation. I get you. Yeah.
Right.
Where you get up on 'em.
Pincher. Yes, we will pinch them. We will.
Pinch them with your axe, but quietly up first.
Oh, but quietly. Reiko is much better at fighting when. A lot of yelling, a lot of blood and fire.
We'll sneak first, and then to startle them, you can go out of the bushes.
I have a quick question for the amount of like since we've been following these tracks for a while. Were there only 3 tracks, or were there more footprints when we were following? Is this everybody here?
Is everyone accounted for? Yeah.
Yeah, you made like 2 different investigation rolls. One that was particularly good. Yeah, it's been the same 3 footprints.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reiko, did you walk your circles this morning?
Me?
Reiko.
Oh, nah, of course. I saw that Nayara had been given the same advice that I had, and I walked my circle.
You have good luck. Oh, and I'll cast guidance on him.
Oh, yes. Great.
You're gonna need it probably.
That's concentration up to a minute.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and that's a touch before or after making an ability check. Okay, cool. So are you using that to stealth then? Is this is the party going to try and be sneaky snakes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneaky snacky snakes.
Be sneaky for as long as we can be sneaky for, and then
So
we're dividing into 2 groups, right?
sure. So tell me who's with who, how that works.
Wait, do we want to surprise them and kill them immediately? Or do we want to interrogate them?
incapacitate them because we need to know who they are.
Incapacitate.
Don't kill them, but hurt them a lot.
I know similar word. It go decapitate. Is it same?
No, not decapitate. Heads on. Keep the head
Head on. Apply directly to forehead. Head on.
I love Reiko so much.
Do the best you can.
Okay, we sneak then. Nayara and I will go this way. I already receive blessing of Baba, so I am good. Yeah. Good. Good, and we will rush in. And
Russian?
damn it!
Uh-huh.
I didn't get it.
I noticed.
I would like to stealth, please. Yes.
Okay, great. So everybody roll me stealth checks, please.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, wow.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have, what was that on the die? A 12 became an 18 for Nayara. Reiko rolled a 13.
Wait. Plus, what is it, 1d4?
Yes, so you can go ahead and roll that. Whoa, that is a 4
total?
on that.
Oh, no.
No. Ashlog with a crit fail on that.
This is
And,
why we separate.
Okay, and I got a
Otis,
12.
you might have been No. So you got a 19. It looks like you might still have had disadvantage check.
Well, I'm wearing scale mail, so I have disadvantage.
yeah.
And you, Ashlag, are also wearing something, yeah, like heavy. Aren't you wearing scale mail as well?
You are correct.
However, I don't.
That doesn't get worse.
At 3, so.
That's true. It really can't get worse.
You know what? I think that's your disadvantage. Okay. So,
Yeah.
One group successful.
So 18 and 17 from Group A, who skillfully duck into what looks to be just, not anything poisonous, just like brush around the camp, like bushes, foliage, and just expertly, deftly just tucking themselves in there. And you actually are able to get up fairly close to the camp this way. Probably about 40 feet from the nearest person if you wanted.
If we're still hidden. What is the camp? Well, can I get like a... Does it look like this camp, like they slept here, they're just stopped here, there's like a fire pit? Are they tents?
So there's a tent. It looks like just one big one for the 3 of them. It looks like there's a good amount of... You're seeing a good amount of like crates and supplies about. Oddly enough, there's a couple of you see in particular hung up on one of the tent posts are sets of what looked like to be more formal looking clothes, and yeah, just some miscellaneous like crates and supplies and whatnot. And like I said, you can get fairly close. I mean, you're right behind like a set of supplies.
Reko wonder, does this look like supplies for 3 people? Or does this look like supplies for more than 3 people?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, Reko very good at being intelligent, yes. Okay. It is 15. Not
15.
bad.
15, that is not bad. This is definitely more than 3 people's supplies. However, it looks like a lot of these crates that you're seeing in some barrels and everything have been here for a while. And you're able to tell this just based on the rot, just based on, there might be some like little tiny creeper vines or whatever, like nothing crazy. It looks like a lot of this stuff has just kind of been sitting here. Like maybe this once served a different purpose and these people have just kind of set up here, or they're the last 3 that are, it doesn't look like they brought this all here themselves. There's no indication of any horses, and it's a lot of stuff for 3 people to try and move back here. It looks like they just kind of found a spot and we're
Could just be like a hideout.
Yeah, like this,
Gotcha. Sure, okay.
A well-worn waypoint.
So
yes,
yeah, Nyara and I are like
waypoint,
like behind some boxes or something, right?
Sure.
I think we probably get there and I'm like, okay, ready to go. We got like axes and stuff.
Yeah.
She's got her sword out. We're ready to go. And then
I'll take my bow out.
Yeah, and then whatever happens with Ashlag
And
happens
then-
right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting for
Yeah.
the
And then so Otis, as the party had split, there's another cluster of brush and everything on the southwestern side. And Otis, scale mail and all, I mean, he is being very, very careful, despite the potential to be given away by the sound of his armor. He actually is able to duck into the brush fairly easily. Ashlock, however, Ashlock, what are you wearing? Like, what's on your feet?
I am wearing some pretty sturdy boots, but they're probably not made for someone my size.
Okay. So that you think they're too big?
Yes, everything I'm wearing is too big for
Okay.
me.
You get your foot caught in a particularly sticky patch of mud. And upon yanking your foot out, the boot stays. The boot stays in the mud, and you sort of stumble forward and step on just a really sharp bramble bush. It hurts. It feels bad. These are the kind of things I had growing up, like in my yard, where there were all these little, like next to our like pond in our yard, there are these little brambles that would just get on everything and stick to your clothes and stick to everything, and they are just all up in your foot right now. And no matter where you land, it kind of gets worse. There's a lot of shuffling and whatnot happening, and you are trying your best not to yell. Yeah,
I'm gonna be totally honest. I think Ashlog would totally yell.
yeah.
Yeah, swear the dirtiest
character.
dwarven words that
Sure.
she knows.
Sure.
Very loud.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 That is for sure heard by the people in the camp, who immediately, all three of them, and just from you're close enough to hear them talking. I mean, they're talking freely, and you're close enough to see them as well. Let me describe them for you. So there seem to be two. They're all wood elves, and there seem to be two males and one female, and Reko, just for your information, one of the male wood elves, the one near the tent, is the quote unquote biggest guy. But I mean, not even close to you though. I mean, they're elves. They're very tiny. He's the biggest of the three.
Puny elf people.
But I mean,
I understand. Reko is more than ready.
I just wanted to bless you with that information there. It's very important. And Nyara, I think you would be able to recognize. Roll me a history check. Yeah, 11. You'd be able to recognize this as the guy that you guys were closing in on behind the tree.
Ah.
So this is not the one that shot you, but he was involved in that whole
The scared looking one.
debacle. Yes. The biggest one, oddly enough. Yeah, who knew? So the other two, the female and the male that are nearest to Nyara and Reko, they are kind of, it sounds like they're having an argument. And you hear the female say, "We were supposed to follow them, not assault them." And the other one says, "Well, what? They were closing on Durlin. What was I supposed to do? I mean, he..." And they're just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and then just obscenities in a language that they don't understand. But you can kind of tell, like, even when I'm around somebody who speaks Spanish and they're cursing, I can tell they're cursing. Like, I'm a dumb white guy, but there's context there. There's the same feeling when I say "you fucking douchebag" in my Jersey accent, and it is just, I can feel it. I can feel it. They can absolutely feel this. Yes. Chingado. Chingado. I don't know. I probably just said something horrible.
Reko thinks this is the word for go. He is going.
You speak Dwarvish. You know what?
Reko does not speak Dwarvish, but he knows that Ashlog work in mysterious way.
Wait, do you not speak Dwarvish?
It's not in his base thing. No.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, fair enough. So you think this is the word for go?
He hears her yell.
Okay. All right.
It's going.
So what do you do?
Well, Reko would like to rage. So Reko from behind the box goes, "Ah!" and then he charge out from behind the
my
box
God.
and strike a biggest guy with axe.
Oh.
So
If
I'm
that
just
is
gonna-
the guy closest. Whoever is
it's
closest, he goes,
super not. Let me. You know what? Why tell when you can show? There
Wow.
you go. And those two just stepped forward a little bit toward the dwarven obscenities coming from a bramble bush. So let me just go ahead and toss us over to. I haven't heard this one yet. Hopefully it's good. Toss this over to.
I want to like Recco right here, and then he's gonna. Oh, that is a good one. Yeah, 30 feet. He can do it.
He can do it. Okay. So I'm going to say that the yell, while you do get the first attack, forfeits any chance at a stealth attack.
I mean, I am a large
Yeah.
dragon man
Yeah.
running at them.
Yeah, that's
yelling.
totally fine. So you want to go for? It looks like you want to go for
This guy.
this guy right here. Okay.
This guy.
Okay, I'm actually gonna.
He shall be the first victim of Big Axe.
I'm gonna nitpick and do that because I named them. Okay, so this guy right here. Yeah. So
I
he's
rage.
victim of Big X.
I
Roll
rage
me,
and I go rah.
roll me Big X.
And I roll Big X. Up. That is Big X, and it does not. It does.
Okay, I'm gonna say I don't even have their character sheet open right now because I'm prepared. Yeah, it
That's-
definitely does not hit.
Not. That's a 9.
Yep, 9 on the roll. Doth not connect, unfortunately. But it has certainly alerted them to the fact that they are under attack, and I'm gonna have everybody at this point to roll initiative as soon as I get the tracker open. There we go. Okay, so just as a reminder, please click on your token on the map and then click on initiative on your character sheet, which I will then also do.
Oh no, Nyara.
It's okay.
Oh,
this fella is not
She's
particularly
a little off put
attentive.
by your yelling. Oh, God.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
off put,
Otis,
too.
geez.
Yeah.
Vix over
Otis-
there did not roll well on stealth or
Yeah,
initiative.
And Otis is thrown off by Ashlog's yelling. So
Sure. Sure. So let's do. Wait. How do I do descending? Why is this?
on the cogwheel.
Oh, it's the cogwheel. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. Cool. So yeah. So Recco misses his strike, and now it is his target's turn. Weirdly enough, who turns around, an axe narrowly missing him, and he is completely frightened. And then there's a moment of recognition. As soon as he turns to see you, he kind of sneers and says, "Should have finished you off last night." And he's going to go ahead and pull his sword out real quick, which I am having trouble finding. They say he makes 2 melee attacks for. I'm not gonna have a multi-attack, but they don't give him a melee attack. What the hell? Okay,
What?
that's weird.
I don't understand.
That
Does he
doesn't
not
make
have a weapon?
any sense. He has a crossbow, but that's not a melee attack. All right. Well, cool.
I mean,
I'm gonna-
well, if you want to give him one, you can click and drag a dagger in.
Oh, can I? Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Please hold. I was under the impression they had.
That's interesting. No, they should have weapons. I don't know.
It's actually going to be a short sword. So I should just be able to drag it onto the sheet.
You should be able to, yeah.
Okay. I might need to have it in Roll20 itself. I have it popped out.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Sorry about this. And boom. Yes. No. Maybe.
Does it pop up?
No. It's saying it's accepting the drop, and then it doesn't do anything.
Okay. Well,
Oh, there we go. Okay. Took like 3 tries, but we got it. Okay. Sorry about
Okay.
that, everybody.
Yeah.
So he is going to make a short sword attack. Boop, boop. And does a 14 hit?
I believe that. Yep, that just hits.
Oh, okay.
I don't have
so
my second blessing.
He will
no.
will attack you for 7 halved by your rage.
Frick, I'm very glad that's halved. Holy moly.
Yep.
What is he rolling?
So
That hurts. Okay.
yeah.
So 3 damage.
Yep. All right. And so he will stay locked in combat with you. But Rekko, it is actually your turn once again.
My turn again.
Yeah.
I get hit by the short sword and I go, well, I won't miss this time.
Me as a player, I'm like, please don't. Just don't miss.
Please
Man. Just
let
don't.
this be. And
14.
a 14 is enough to hit, my friend. Please roll damage +2.
Rekko strikes through.
That's
8 plus
8.
2 for raging.
8
10
plus
damage.
2 is 10 damage to him. He is taken aback by the sudden burst of just fury and power. And he staggers a little bit, taking a pretty significant hit. And that will that be all, my friend?
Duh.
Okay. The next person to go is the female wood elf that is right next to him. And she is going to see, actually, no, her eyes are going to stay, with her intelligence, her eyes are going to stay toward the source of the noise. And she's going to search the brush. She's going to take an action to search for just anything that she can see. What's perception? It's wisdom?
Yes.
Okay, so
And if that character type has bonuses, it'll say.
Holy hell.
Well, she crits.
Ooh.
So-
She crits she immediately draws a bead on she sees a very angry, very dirty looking person in the brush, just kind of grabbing her foot and doing one of those like like just cursing to herself in Dwarvish. Maybe putting her boot on at this point as well. So she is going to draw her crossbow and train it on Ashlog. And Ashlog, my angry friend, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Do I have the bramble out of my foot?
Yeah. I'm gonna assume
Okay.
that you took the moment to kind of poke them out or pick them out and put the boot back on.
Okay. So with these boxes here, do they interfere with like line of sight or anything?
No, I'm gonna say that's low enough that you can see from where you are. Those boxes won't sit much higher than, I'm gonna say, like 4
They're
feet.
like half cover spots.
Yeah. Like if you
Okay.
ducked behind them, you
Yeah.
could hide behind them.
Okay. She's going to move here, so that's 25 feet.
Sure.
And then she's going to cast Shield of Faith on Rekko.
Okay, which I believe is a bonus action. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shield of Faith, you get Rekko, you get +2 bonus to your AC for the duration, and it is concentration up to 10 minutes. So
Yes.
10 minutes of faith.
So these like black ashen flakes begin to float down all over Rekko. And then she takes her maimed hand and points at the dude right in front of Rekko and says, "He is my ward. He cannot die until I say so."
Wait a minute.
And so you're gonna cast Toll the Dead, it looks like. And now something I forgot last time, but I did not forget this time because I made myself a note. The target is missing hit points. So on this spell, they will take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Okay. So they have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Okay.
Beat a 13.
Okay. They gotta beat a 13. Let's see. Do they have any saving throw proficiencies? I do not believe they do. They have to meet or beat a 13.
So 13 or higher is a beat, so nothing happens.
Okay, so they just barely. So the tolling of the bell is heard, and they flinch slightly at the sound, but it doesn't seem enough to shake them. They are still completely locked in combat with Rekko. And will that be all, Ashlog?
Thank you.
Oh, you got it. All right, Nyara, it is your turn now. You are still hidden. Nobody seems to have seen you. It seems that everybody's attention is either focused on Rekko or focused on Ashlog right now. What would you like to do?
Is Rekko too big that I would have to move to shoot the guy he's engaged with?
If you ask that of anybody but Rekko, I would say no. But I think he's got a
little too girthy.
foot on this guy, both directions. Like I'm gonna say that you would be able to, like we said, like the half cover of these boxes. If you were to maybe move here, I would say that that's enough that you could thread the needle and shoot at this guy or cast at this guy, whatever you want to do.
All right, yeah, I'll move back to the bushes. So I'll move right here. So I'm still kind of hidden.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Yeah, I think you'd be able to. I think line of sight would be such that you can just kind of shoot over Rekko's shoulder there. I mean, he doesn't take up 5 feet. He's big, but he does not take up 5 feet.
I'll take a shot with my crossbow.
Okay. Let's see that shot.
Oh.
Ooh, an 8 will not hit, unfortunately.
I'm too nervous about hitting Rekko.
Sure, yeah. An arrow whizzes by. You went a little wide. So I think it actually whizzes by these two right here. The female wood elf kind of like looks down and takes note of an arrow behind her. And says something to the man by the tent over here, that elf. And she says, "Behind me." And so Nyara, is that your turn?
Can I roll like a stealth roll to like hide myself in the bushes?
So
a
skill check would be an action, so I'm gonna say no, but I will.
Level 3, you get that
as like a free action. You could duck away as a rogue. Yeah, or I'm sorry, a bonus action rather. Okay, yeah, no, you for now have
hope for the best.
Is there an attack bonus that you get on a stealth check, or is it a stealth attack, or is it just damage?
That's up to you.
That's just damage.
Well, no. So here's the deal. If she's hidden, they don't notice. It's up to you whether or not it's with advantage.
Yeah, roll it again. That should be with advantage. I'm sorry. Yeah, you were completely hidden. You have advantage on that. That's my bad. Retcon Rob, here I am.
I quickly knock another arrow.
No, yeah. No, we're just gonna ignore. That is enough to hit, so I'm gonna ignore the fact that first arrow happened. Maybe it was an alternate timeline. Who knows? Rekko hit a guy so hard that it split the timeline. Rekko Rob, everybody.
Wow.
Bonus action Rob. That's my new name. Here we go. Yeah. So your arrow does find purchase in the elf's shoulder. So roll me some damage. Now, do you get bonus damage for a sneak attack?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what my sneak attack was.
I
1d6?
I still did not put it on the sheet because I'm a dumbass. Let me take a look. It is 1d6, extra 1d6 damage. Yes.
So slash R.
Correct.
1d6.
That's a problem for tomorrow, Rob. He's going to put that on the sheet. He promises. That's 11 total damage. 9 for the hit, 2 for the sweet little sneak attack dice. And yeah,
nice.
That does a number on him for sure. This man is looking hurt. He staggers.
You hit him a lot.
Yeah, you beat him. Well, I mean, you
He's
got
still
rage
alive.
and you got sneak attack. You hit him a lot. I mean, he is like, he looks real hurt. So Nyara, is there anything else you would like to do?
I'm good.
All right. So I think similar situation. He shouts, "Derlin, the bushes!" And Derlin will train a crossbow. He doesn't. I don't think from here he would be able to really see you. I think he would have to maybe. He's going to go wide and see if he can flank you a little bit. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. Yeah, so
so far.
believe that would give him. Well, he's got 30 feet of movement. Yeah, so I believe that would give him some line of sight. He is going to make a.
So it's up to you how you want to treat the boxes. We were discussing how if they were half cover, I don't know if they're half cover being shot into or because it's +2 AC if it's half cover. Like if she had just ducked behind one of the boxes or something like that.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I would think that she's not just standing there waiting for her next move. I would imagine that she ducked. She doesn't. Not necessarily enough to completely hide herself, but yeah, she definitely has cover. So he's gonna make a hand crossbow move. Does a 15 meet your now +2 AC additionally?
Yeah. Wait. How much AC do I have?
So you have whatever your total AC is right now +2.
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay, so the crossbow bolt hits the box. He can't quite get around the he can't quite thread the needle, as it were. And he maybe swears a little bit under his breath. And it is now the real hurt looking guy's turn, and he's gonna make another. Oh, why the hell are you not on the?
Oh yeah.
Why are you not on the order?
I was gonna say I don't know why I'm.
Silly fella.
Did he not click?
I got the 2. I might not have clicked my little guy.
Oh, you got the 3. Yeah. Okay, so
on the token.
That's okay. How do I add him?
So on the on the turn order.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if it's right click.
Oh,
the guy.
you right click the guy, his little token thing, and there's add turn.
Add turn. There it is. Okay.
There you are.
And we will edit that to be. I'm sorry, it was a 3. So yes, you are correct. It is now Otis's turn. Otis, the now only person that hasn't really revealed themselves. You are still hidden, my friend. What would you like to do?
Well, really too far away to do anything useful. So I'm just gonna. Actually, it's not true. I'm gonna move up there. I'm gonna move 30 feet. This way here.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and
still maintaining cover. Sure.
Cover, right? Trying to stay stealth, and I'm going to. I want to shoot. Boy, howdy. I guess I'm just gonna shoot this guy here with the crossbow.
Yeah.
Get him.
Okay.
And see, where is my crossbow? Oh, it doesn't have a. Oh, it's a hand crossbow, but also I don't have an attack here for it.
Do you not have an attack for your hand crossbow? It is
It's a D6.
It is 1d6. Yep.
Okay, and then that's a plus dex, right? So it's just a. Or yeah, so.
Yeah, it would be plus your dex.
Like a dex attack here, right? Right? Yeah.
Okay, so that would be
that's an 11.
11.
Plus 2, so that's a 13 because of proficiency. I don't have the thing set here.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, so that is enough to hit him. Yes. Roll for damage, which is 1d6 plus your
U6 plus my dex, which is 2 there.
Yep.
It's a 3. Yeah.
And
good hit.
Been a while since I've done this manually. Is it you also add your proficiency to that, yeah? The damage or just the attack?
No, not damage.
No, okay. I rely so much on Roll20, it's hard for me to remember the fundamentals.
I know. Broken you, I'm sorry.
This is why people don't tell you not to use a calculator in your math classes. Because you forget how to do the math. That hits him. Again, he's still standing, not really enough to go ahead and down him, but he is looking ouch. There's actually a little bit of poetic justice here, because he now has a bolt sticking out of his back.
Ooh, wow. Justice is served best cold.
Good.
Yeah, sharp.
All right, and so Nicholas Kibbleton, is there anything else you would like to do? I believe you've used up all your movement.
Nah, yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. So it is now barely standing McGee's turn. And he is just getting hit from all sides. And what is he gonna do? What are his options here? Let's see. He's gonna turn to his
combat.
He's going to turn and say over his shoulder to his companion, the woman next to him, and say, "Terriani, I could really use some help." And he's going to swing. Does an 18 hit?
Terriania, was that her name?
Terriani.
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 Oh, I spelled it Tary1. Terriani.
One.
That's her AIM screen name.
You said 18. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, because the blessing is only +2, correct?
Yeah.
Bella?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Then yeah.
Okay. So he is going to hit you for another 7. So that would be halved because you are still raging.
Absolutely.
That's another 3.
Oh. Oh, and I pull him closer and I say, I am protected by destiny.
Okay, and he that's his turn. So what are you gonna do, Destiny lad?
I am going to kill him.
Oh no.
That is a 23, DM.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that hits. Roll that damage. Oh,
12 damage,
wow. How would you like to end this man's life?
Oh, I like to see the bolt.
This is the guy that shot me in the back.
As far
The
as you
bolt
know,
in his
yes.
back.
I want to say that like when he sticks me with the sword, I like pull him closer by grabbing the bolt and pulling him in,
Oh, all right.
and then just hold him there, and take the axe to like the clavicle neck area, and that's just the thing.
And that is the end of him. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he is very dead.
And he looks, and Reko looks up and points the axe at the woman, and goes,
You, Teriyaki, you are next.
She looks in horror, completely ignoring the fact that you got her name wrong.
Her name Teriyaki, is it not?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Her name's Teriyaki. It's okay, Reko. You did good.
Yes?
You did good.
Okay.
You're good, lad. She looks in horror as her companion falls, and is completely. She was perfectly trained on. I'm sorry, Ashlog, and now her attention is fully.
Reko forgot
On Reko.
incapacitate and not decapitate. Just kill the man.
Sure did.
Well, you got 2 more tries.
And she then turns
He's
her
raging,
attention
whatever.
to you.
Good.
Capitato.
And she has her crossbow out currently, which at this range would be disadvantaged. So she is going to. How are we? We're 10 feet. She's going to back up a little bit until she is perfectly at the point. And she's going to back up with tears in her eyes and fire at you. For a 19. Yikes.
Okay.
And that is going to be 7. I mean, that's your lucky number, my dude. Destiny. That's 3 7s, man.
Oh my god.
These things
It is
happen in
actually
3s.
my real life favorite number, but we are really starting to get hurt here.
Oh, man. And that will be her turn. Ashlog, it is your turn now. There's no longer a crossbow pointed at you. It is pointed at your destiny.
30 is there.
Yeah.
And I will. Oh, hope you don't want healing, cause
Wait, what?
Use
do what you gotta
spell
do.
slots, huh?
I only have
Do
2
what you
spell
gotta do.
slots, man. Okay, that's risky. Shit. I'm going to cast. Oh God. Okay. I'm going to use my action to dash. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So you see Ashlog basically come up, and then she like positions herself in front of Rekko here, and she says, "Do you know who I am? I will tear your bones apart." to them,
so
not to Rekko.
Oh, but you're so scary. Oh,
All right.
And I guess I'll ready an action if something gets into melee range. I'll smack it because that's all I can do.
Sure. Okay. Nyara, 'tis your turn.
Alrighty. Right, she's going to kind of creep along these boxes
Sure. Like a cat.
and take a shot at this boy here.
Okay.
There's my bow. Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, that will definitely hit. Roll that damage. Okay, 7 piercing on this good boy.
7's a very common number tonight.
7 is a common number. It's almost like destiny. She told you it's in the bones, baby. It's in the bones. Yeah. So, Nyara, is there anything else you would like to do?
Can she make like an insight check on like the girl's reaction to like the guy that we just killed?
You would have to use that as a skill check
Okay.
would be an action. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that no, you can't do that.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
She's just behind the boxes.
Okay, you probably still have some movement left if you want to duck behind and just get that cover. I'm just gonna say you would have to back up like probably about 5 feet again.
She goes right
To
there.
get that extra AC. Yep, there you go. So pop out, take a shot, pop back in. Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. He's firing back. He is fully engaged. Does a 14 hit? I don't believe it does.
Not
I
with
think
the
your
bonus, no.
AC is too strong. He hits the box again and curses. Damn it all. And he's gonna reposition to try and get a better shot next time, I think. Otis Cuddy, it is now your turn. I still believe you have not been seen, you sneaky guy.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? The only guy I attacked was the only guy. Well, he died, so I'm back in the shadows. But
Oh, that's right, you did attack. I'm sorry.
yeah. Do I have line of sight on this boy here?
That
This way, the tent is too big.
yeah, that's a full object there. They also do not have line of sight on you though, so that's nice. Yeah, you'd have to pop out.
Okay. What do I want to do here? They do not have line of sight on me. I'm going to.
I will say if you wanted to, you could probably squeeze between these two objects right here. That doesn't take up a whole lot of space there.
Yeah, I think that's
what
what I'm gonna do.
you wouldn't be able to land on that square, I don't think, but you could probably just
I
quickly,
can
pop out
move
and
through
do
it.
something if you wanted. Yeah.
Okay, then I am gonna move 30 feet out to that square here. Yeah. And then I am going to just shoot this guy here with my hand crossbow.
Okay. The very angry lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Feels good. All right.
And
Shoot
I quickly
that
made a little hand crossbow thing here.
Oh, nice.
It's a
Thanks,
10.
man. Appreciate you. So a 10, and that has all the appropriate bonuses and whatnot. A 10 is not enough to hit her, unfortunately. She seems to be aware of your presence, hyper aware, and and ducks back real quick behind the tent as she sees you approach.
Okay. That's gonna be my turn. A
Do you
swing and a
end it?
miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Reko. It's your
Yeah.
turn, my dude. What you want to do?
Oh, Reko will move forward slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Ashlog, you want to do heal me, and I feel that not as good, but nah. He will approach,
Destroy them.
walking slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Goes and he points with his axe and he. Destiny has come to claim you. Do you surrender before it?
Going to attempt to intimidate her into surrendering.
Ah, okay. And now I believe I have a note for this. We had talked about previously intimidation. We determined it could either be strength or charisma depending on the type of intimidated action. This
Right. It's up to you.
I think being raging and you're kind of using your show of strength as a way to intimidate, I'm going to say you can apply your strength modifier to this.
Okay.
So you'll get a +3 on this intimidation.
+3 plus. Okay, so I'm also.
Oh, you're
proficient
also
in it,
proficient. So
so I'm gonna get the +5. So we'll add 2 to whatever this.
Yep.
Is. 9. No. not
Wow.
very good.
Okay, so a 9.
Maybe she just does not want to surrender.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you faced her. I think she spits back at you. You said Destiny has claimed her, or Destiny is coming to claim her.
Yeah.
She spits back at you. Trying to think of something witty. Just can't. Maybe she's
She
just
could
so
just spit.
flustered. She
She
just
spits.
spits.
Watch out for camels. They spit.
Chewy.
All right. Well, if that's the case, she doesn't surrender. Reko takes his last step forward with his movement and is now engaged.
Okay.
her.
Now, I believe the way that rage works.
I did not make an attack, but if I get attacked, then
Before your next turn, is that the language? Let me take a
I
look.
think
While raging in the your rage lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked the hostile creature since your last turn, or taken damage since then. Okay.
so. Basically, I have until my start of my turn. If I take damage, I keep it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you take damage on your next turn, you keep it. Yep. I believe that's what we did with. I know this conversation came up a lot with McSwiggins, so I'm fairly familiar with rage.
I took a risk.
Okay, he took a big old risk. All right, it is now her turn, and she is going to quickly reach down, hand still on the crossbow, but the crossbow is no longer like she hasn't knocked another bolt into it. Reaches down with her short sword and tries to make a swipe at you. And an 8 will miss, I believe. Yeah, you're pretty beefy.
Dang it.
What do you mean, dang?
Please take
Because she doesn't
damage.
hit me.
Oh,
so
Oh no, the one time I wanted to be hit.
that's okay.
And yeah, so Reko, I think you just completely badass actually show of power. You just kind of like batted away with your axe, like not even breaking eye contact with her, like just seething with rage. It starts to, I think it begins to die down. Maybe not quite gone yet. And she starts to look a little desperate. And Ashlog, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As Ashlog comes up, She's gonna put a hand on Rekko and cure wounds. And it's awful.
Yeah.
And it hurts.
Oh, no.
Oh, does it hurt
Does
enough
it
to
do
keep
damage?
my rage? Can I keep it?
Stings.
God, part of me wants to say that the flavor is enough to keep it, but
This is up to you.
I don't think so. I don't think so. So 8
Dang
healing though. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you.
You see this cackling green energy just sort of like erupt from her hand where she touches you, and you hear the sizzling of flesh as it is purified in the most awful way possible. And that's gonna be it.
Okay. So Nyara, it is now your turn. You are still, it looks like, locked in a shootout, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is it Doolin? Is that what his name was?
Derlin.
Derlin.
Yeah.
There's an R in there.
There is. Yes.
Yeah, I'll take another shot at him.
Okay. So you poke your head out. You take a shot at this boy. This lad that you once saw in the moonlight. Oh man, that'll hit. Roll that damage. It's 5 piercing. Okay, modest hit. Modest hit. He it clips his shoulder. He staggers back a little bit. He's got he seems like he's getting more and more frustrated with the fact that he hasn't been able to hit you. And so he's just, you're very wily. You're just like, you pop out, just pew, and then just duck back.
Poor guy's gonna be a pincushion.
Yeah, poor fella. And so he is going to he's gonna take a step forward, and then he turns and he notices that there are now 3 people ganging up on his friend, and he ignores Nyara for a moment and takes a shot at you know what? This is hope money, baby. This is hope money. Rekko, does a 23 hit you? I think it does. Rekko, you take 5 piercing, not 7. So you take 2 because you are still.
Because I'm still raging.
Yay!
Oh, Rekko looks at him and says, "Oh, thank you. I was beginning to feel a little
He
tired,
turns
but
around
that
and-
has given me the jolt I need."
He turns around and decapitates her.
Yeah.
I am
Oh my
invigorated. I interrogato. Wait. All right. And so yeah, he'll shoot you, and he's going to actually move forward a bit and maybe start to reach for his sword. And Otis, it's now your turn, my dude.
Yeah, it's Otis's turn. Okay, I'm gonna, as this guy is reaching for his sword, let me see, how close can I move up to this boy? There's 30 feet right there. Okay, so I'm run up 30 feet there. 30 dang feet right up here. And as I run, I take some pocket poison, and I shake it up. And when I get there, I just toss it in his face.
Let's go, baby. Trademark pocket poison. That Otis Cuddy poison.
Pocket poison TM.
Pocket
That's-
poison TM. Let's see it.
Okay, here we go. That's it. Oh, I forgot. It's DC 13, but it's also a 1.
Holy mother of God. Maybe a weaker dose. You used a lot to season the crocodile bites.
Too much seasoning.
So it's a DC 13 con save. He is going to definitely make it. So does it do half damage, or would it?
It does nothing.
Okay. So I think
But
it
it would
misses.
have done nothing anyways in hindsight. So
Yeah, whatever. And so it I still wanted to roll it just in case he got the 1. He dodges it, and I think it lands behind him on the ground, sizzling and popping a little bit, but not quite as much as it usually does. Maybe it's a weaker dosage. And Rekko, fully invigorated, arrow in your arm, or at least, you know what, clipped. It was a light hit. I think it clipped you. Maybe cut a couple scales off your shoulder. And what would you like to do? You're still raging.
I want you.
It is going to Incapacitado.
Incapacitado.
Attempt to. I mean, he's gonna use his axe. So he's gonna figure. We're gonna figure it out. That's a 23.
Wowie zowie.
I will hit.
So you're
It is
going. That's
8
8
damage.
Yeah. So you're trying to incapacitate. You're not doing anything lethal.
I smack her with flat of blade.
Okay, so you smack her with the flat of the blade. It kind of she looks like she sees stars for a little bit, but she's still like standing tall, and kind of like staggers. Maybe she sees double for a moment, but she is not disengaging. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh.
Okay, she is going to swing at you for 16. You, I believe, still have your shield of faith. I don't think any concentration has been broken.
It just meets. I get it.
Just meets it. Okay, unfortunate. And there's 6, so you take 3 piercing damage.
3 more.
Yep.
Fine. If this is how it will be, then you shall die as well.
Oh God. Oh, no. Ashlog, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I give multiple chances, I mean, if, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Can't fool me again.
That's how it goes.
Okay. Ashlog is going to strike at this one next to her with a mace.
Okay.
It's going to be lethal damage.
Is it? A 12 meets it. A 12 meets it. 4. Okay, so you bludgeon her for 4. Whereas Rekko went for the flat of the blade as to not do any lasting damage. Ashlag bops her like right in the shoulder. And it's just like angry granny, just like just wham. And oh God, that hurts. Like maybe you might have dislocated something. Who's to say?
She's not very gentle.
No. Never was her strong suit. Ashlag, is there anything else you would like to do?
No, thank you.
Okay, Nyara. It's now your turn. The attention has been turned off of you. But you're still in good enough cover. What would you like to do?
I'm still just gonna sneak around
Okay.
and try and get him while he's not looking.
Okay.
Now, would that be advantage because he's not looking at me anymore?
No, he's aware. He's aware of your presence. Now, if you spent an action to kind of like hide yourself and duck into the brush and everything, blah 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 blah, it would kind of like go through a whole turn, maybe. But no, he is still well aware of your presence.
It's gonna be
He
very
just doesn't.
quiet about it.
Sure. Yeah. The 9 definitely misses. I think an arrow flies past him and hits this barrel over here, and he kind of takes a quick jump back. He's like, "Holy shit!" Like I think he almost did forget you were there. But yeah, so he is aware of you on that side. He's aware of them on this side. And is that all for your turn, or are you gonna?
I remember how many spaces I moved.
I think you were here. I think you have enough.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'll just kind of. Yeah,
just duck your way back in.
Yeah, I'll just go back behind my box.
Just pops in and out of the box. I love it.
Hey, rogues at work, man. Rogues at work.
Hell
That's
yeah,
what you do.
hell yeah. So I think he was getting his sword out last time, so he's gonna close the distance and make a swing at our friend Ashlog here. A 20.
Yes, that beats my 18 armor class.
I forget how jacked you are.
Yeah.
A 6 piercing damage.
Oof.
Crunchy. Oh, that's so crunchy.
Crunchy, and we are
That's
gonna
a lot.
need you to roll concentration on your next turn.
Whoa. No, she rolls it now.
Oh, she
I
rolls it
roll
now? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was all handled on. Okay, yeah. Show me that concentration.
Oof. That shield of
Oh.
faith
Not-
is gone.
Yikes. The ashy shield around Rekko falls.
Destiny.
Destiny. Is this thing on?
Where are you?
Oh man, oh man. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense because if the spell drops and then he can be attacked. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The way Robert. All right, that's all he's gonna do. Otis, it's now your turn. Ashlog was just attacked. What are you gonna do?
Quick question: are they wearing metal armor?
Are they wearing metal armor? No, they are wearing a oh, I thought it was on here. I have them in my head. They're wearing leather armor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I am going to pocket poison this boy here.
Okay.
That's a DC 13 for ya. A Constitution save.
Con save. Okay.
Ooh, that's a
Shaboom.
pretty hefty poison. Oh, man.
Oh, and he
Oh.
absolutely that save. Yeah.
That would have been a good poison.
Let me just double check that I'm not adding. Yeah. Okay. I'm not adding any sort of bonus to that. Wow, that's a hell of a roll. That's a 19 on the die.
Wow.
Yeah. So he saves. So that I'm sorry. That takes no damage or half.
No damage.
No damage on a successful save. That's crazy.
It is
I
a
guess it's con
cantrip.
save.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Cantrips
Oh,
are
Okay, that makes sense.
they're feast or famine.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. Got it. Okay. Well, he is definitely famining of damage. Is that all on your turn?
I think so. I think so.
Think so?
I think that's just gonna do it for me.
Okay. All right. Otis is trying. He might need to brew up some more of that stuff. I think he used the best stuff for the crocodile. To be
crocs,
perfectly
yeah.
honest.
You used too much
Rekko.
during cooking. So
Yeah. You know,
He's
I mean,
got a-
it was a good. It was worth it. Rekko, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, you hurted Baba. Oh, I am so sorry. Now you all must die.
Oh no.
And he's going to try to kill this one that's in front of him still.
Okay.
23.
Yeah. I'm gonna let me check my notes. Yeah, I'm gonna say that
I
hits.
think that's the third 23 I've rolled in a row,
Mm.
by the way.
God,
Yeah,
Destiny,
that's pretty
baby.
good.
Another 8
That's
damage.
8 damage. Yeah. So this one I think a little more vicious of a hit. Actually breaks skin. She staggers back in surprise. Tries to bat it away almost doesn't react quick enough to bat it away from her with her sword. And it is a clean hit. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
She is she's angry enough. She's still gonna do it. She's still gonna attack. And it 11 does not hit, I don't think, right? Or does
Nope.
that? No.
Nope.
No, you get
Nope.
unarmored defense. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, so Rekko is not fucking around, and she is just locked in combat here. Yeah, that's gonna be her turn. Ashlog, what's happening? You just got whacked.
Yeah, that's not good. We're going to try to deteriorate this chick here. We're going to cast Toll of the Dead on her.
All right. So that is a
Get up.
wisdom
Wisdom.
save. All right.
Oh, she crits!
My
She crit the first
wow.
one, too. Are you kidding?
She will not fall. She is not done.
Be mad.
Anything
Just a
else?
little angry.
Yeah, she's a little angry. Is there anything else
Um,
you'd like to do?
Nope.
My God. All right, Nyara, in your sniper's nest.
All right, she'll kind of
Hey.
peek
but if you
around
hit now,
again.
you get that sneak attack damage. That's that sweet stuff now.
Heck yeah, yeah. I guess you know what. Fully engaged. I would say
Yeah,
so.
yeah, because he's occupied now.
You go and get him.
So that's with advantage.
No. Oh, I'm saying because
or just with the sneak attack if I hit.
yes, because if the enemy is within 5 feet of a friendly target.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Yep.
You get your sneak die.
Fully engaged. 14 will hit him. Absolutely. So roll that and then add the, what was it, 1d6?
Yeah.
Add that shit. Wow, 7. Ooh. Clean hit.
Ooh.
I'm waiting for it. I'm holding my breath. Ooh, okay. All right, still not bad. 9 damage. 9 damage. That is still not bad. Nothing to sneeze at. He is surprised. And just that found its way right into his left arm as he is fully engaged with Ashlog. And he glances over his shoulder at Nyara, who is just standing there kind of, I don't know, Nyara, you cocky, you sneaky, like what you doing?
I'm a little like, hey, whoa, and she's no longer hiding behind her boxes. She's kind of standing there like, hey, what you walking away from me for? Like,
yeah, it's like, where are you going? So I would say he's definitely intimidated by that. That was a hell of a hit, and he doesn't. I think he's
confused.
he's gonna attempt to duck away behind this barrel, which I believe incurs an attack of opportunity from Ashlog.
Mm-hmm.
Does indeed.
Getcha. I'm gonna brain you, son.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a big braining.
Wow. Whoa.
Oh, that's a big braining.
That's a good hit.
Wow.
Ashlog, were you going for the head?
Damage.
Heck yeah. Screw this dude.
He turns around and tries to, he kind of like drops his sword and his crossbow and turns to go run, and Ashlog is having none of it and just boom, like the meanest game of whack-a-mole I've ever seen, and just caves his head in, and he falls to the ground absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. Poor kid. And Otis, seeing as he's no longer on the turn order, is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Wow, geez. Okay. Well, I'm operating on the idea that Otis. I feel like Otis obviously didn't hear any of the talk that was going on in the camp before, and seeing like moments ago, Rekko ran in to kill, and Ashlog was screaming, and then Naira starts shooting. Just starts going to town with her bow. He's in kill mode, so he's gonna run over here, and he's gonna pocket poison some.
Oh, he's just going to do it. All right.
Okay, he about to do it. You know he had to do it to him.
That's another con save.
Big old con save, which she passes.
Dude,
golly, she's
wow.
making all these con saves. I'm sorry, man.
Wow.
The poison's just
no
not
con
potent to
bonus.
you. I know.
They have no con
They're
bonus.
rolling like fucking trucks. They have 0 bonus, 10 con.
Hmm.
Wowee. Otis, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Otis is gonna take out like a handful of pocket poisons and just throw them all on the ground.
Just
That's the end of that one.
Fuck
You see him pull out like 8 or 9 vials and just chuck them all on the ground. That's gonna be the end of his turn.
I love it. Rekko, it is your turn, my boy. What would you like to do?
Oh, Rekko is going to... How does she look?
She, so upon seeing Ashlog cave that dude's head in, she looks even more flustered, and the rage starts to give way to panic. And she is looking beat up. Like she looks like a couple good whaps will do her in for good. So she's not look good. It's not looking good.
Rekko will once again attempt to intimidate her into surrender.
Okay.
You will surrender now, or Rekko will kill you. Like your friends here. You are outnumbered, you're outskilled, and you will die here unless you surrender now.
Roll that with advantage.
Ooh, that's generous.
We'll do it with charisma, though.
Pop. 17. The music faded out. Drama.
She drops her weapons. And that's where we're going to end.
Hey! That was good. Rekko did a good thing, huh?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Well
Awesome.
done, guys. Well done.
Let me see. What was her name? Sriracha? No, teriyaki.
Sriracha. Oh,
Teriyaki.
I'd like to retcon it, though.
Retcon
teriyaki
sriracha.
surrenders.
Sriracha surrenders. Perfect. And guys, for that encounter, I'd like you all to mark 150 experience.
Oh my, we're getting a lot here.
Whoa.
That's a lot. Wait, I have to actually math this now. I don't like that.
That was a hefty encounter.
Yeah, let's do.
Sriracha.
Should be at like 242, except for Ashlog.
Yeah,
got
Ashlog should
13.
be a little bit better. Ashlog, did you level up?
No.
Oh, you were just doing it. I was like, are you serious? Did I accidentally level you?
No. Still the way
Oh,
ways.
man. Well done, guys. Well done. Wow.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much, Rob, for another
you.
excellent session, and thank you, cast
For
members, for being here for it, and thank you, chat. Big claps for chat for sticking around and enjoying the show with us. Hopefully, you did enjoy it. Real quick, we're gonna do some shout outs for tonight. So, Nick, tell the people where they can find you before you take. I saw you.
You're good. You can find me over at twitch.tv/NickKibbles, where I sometimes stream over there. You can also find my voice over at Dropcase on Spotify. We're a ska band. We do some ska stuff. It's pretty neato. Go ahead and check that out. And then on Twitter for all the latest news on Nickables or Dropcase stuff. The ads are on the screen. You silly guys.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that drink now.
Okay.
It's all the same to you. I think I'll take that drink now.
Stella, where can the people find you?
Hey cuties, I'm Stella Luna here on Twitch. I do variety streaming of the artsy fartsy sorts and also various kinds of D&D. You can find me at my channel here on Twitch, and the next time I will be on is Saturday at 7 p.m. and we're going to be playing Pokemon D&D. Come say hi.
Fancy. Roberto, where can the people find you at?
Hello. When I am not orchestrating the potential deaths of my good friends on the internet, I am over at twitch.tv/bonus_stage_Rob, where I play video games to varying degrees of success. Watch me as I play such hits as Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, The Witcher, the first one. That's not as polished, and sometimes things like Jackbox Party Packs 1 through 5, or Mario Kart, or Super Smash Brothers, or really just anything I can play with you guys on the internet. I am also here on Thursdays, most Thursdays, as we will no doubt talk about in a moment. And I'm also on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern for an Apocalypse World game called Apocalypse When. Time travel stuff. It's pretty cool. So that's where you can find me.
Thank you very much. Lady May, where can the people find you at?
They can find me at various places as the Lady May, the Twitch lands, the Instagram lands, the Twitter lands, where I post painting stuffs and cats and dice and whatever suits my fancy.
Excellent. Thank you. Hi, Runaway Robot, Joel. This is my channel. It's on the thing there. If you enjoyed everything that you saw and you heard tonight, hit that follow button. Additionally, if you did not catch everything, you can head on over to the YouTube channel to catch up on all of the other episodes, as well as, God, because I will never get tired of plugging this, we're in podcast form. Woo! So find us on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. And please go do like, follow, subscribe, give us 5 stars, and leave comments, because if you don't, no one else will. And as always, my last request is tell your friends about us. If you enjoy the content, they probably will as well.
Yes.
Thank you again for everyone for tuning in. Next Thursday, we will be off because Miss Stella is out. And I don't like doing shows being down a player because it just doesn't feel right. So we'll be skipping next Thursday, but we'll be picking it back up the Thursday afterwards. And let me give you a date here real quick. That'll be the 27th of June at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on this channel. Until then, guys, later.
Bye.